Let's get ready to
rumble.
They're now saying these people on the internet are saying that they're gonna go to court on December the 11th and take this property and that truck away from me. Are you authorizing that in any way?
Why, no.
You're not authorizing them to take possession of this property.
Absolutely not. Nobody's taking this property.
You're not authorizing them to take that truck.
No. They're not taking my truck. What would we go around then?
Exactly. And so who do you want to have this property, the Frosts or your son?
I want my son to have it.
And you wanted your son to have it from day one, is that not correct?
Absolutely.
Okay, so for the last, I don't know, 10, 12 months or whatever it's been, you've never wavered from that. You've always wanted your son to have possession of everything.
It's your son.
Right, yeah. Okay, well, they're saying it's theirs. They're saying it belongs to them. They're saying that because you have the last name of Frost, that they have a right to this property. Is that true?
No.
You never authorized it, ever.
Well, no, I had a name Frost, and I wanted it. Why would I want somebody else to have it?
But I'm saying though, they're saying that because you have the same last name as them, that they have a right to this property.
Oh no.
Okay.
Nobody named Frost.
So this is supposed to come to your son, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Okay.
Absolutely.
And you've never wavered from that, right? You've never wavered from that at all.
Well, no.
Okay. So then whatever they're doing without your permission or approval, correct?
Absolutely.
All right. That's all I need, baby. Thank you.
And the YouTube trolls keep saying I'm going to be homeless. No, I'm not going to be homeless. Although I know some people that might end up being homeless, but it won't be me. I'm the biological heir, okay? I'm the blood heir of the estate, which means nobody is taking my shit away. No one. Not legally. They'd have to illegally do it because they're not blood to my mother. They're a distant relative. They're not blood to my mother. Okay, so this idea that I'm going to get kicked off my own damn property is a bunch of shit. Because it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Sorry. I know they want me to be. And what does that say? What does that say about these people that want a person kicked off their own property that rightfully belongs to them? What does that say about these trolls? Huh? It says they all belong in a psych ward, doesn't it? Yeah. I mean, what normal person says that a person should be kicked off their own land? What person says that? What person rightfully says that someone who belongs on their land should be kicked off of it? I own my own land, yes. Yes, this land is mine. This land does not belong to my mother. As of 2006, everything became mine because my mom relinquished a POA. See, when mom relinquished the POA on everything, it all becomes mine by Kentucky law. Kentucky law says it all becomes mine. And the Frost can go pound sand because there ain't nothing they can do about it. The law is the law. They might get a crooked judge to take it away from me temporarily, but then all I got to do is just go get a federal judge and get it all returned back to me again. Because you can't go against the law. Okay, that's Kentucky law. When mom relinquished POA, everything became mine. I'm the blood heir of the estate, they call it. Okay. And according to Kentucky law, everything becomes mine. So yes, this land is mine. This land is indeed mine. And the Frost can get mad all they want, but they're not stealing my land. They're not stealing my land or my truck. When mom relinquished that POA, everything became mine. And I mean everything. And see, the bitch of it is that I wasn't told this back in 2006 when it happened. Because everything's mine. Everything is mine as of 2006. All that money that was in mom's closet, that's mine. All the money in her bank account was mine. Everything. All of it. All became mine because she relinquished her POA. See, when you relinquish a POA, you're relinquishing all rights and privileges to whatever it is you were under control of. But yeah, if the Frost tried to take my shit away from me after mom dies, I just go get a federal judge and get it all give right back to me. Because the law is the law. Kentucky law is very clear. When mom relinquished her POA on everything, it all come to me. I'm the blood heir of the estate. And there's not a damn thing. The only way they could try to take it away from me is if they tried to claim to be my mother's son. And that's not going to happen because they're not. They're not the son of my mother at all. What is happening on December the 11th? December the 11th, apparently I go into court over guardianship of my mother. And according to the trolls, at least, that's when the Frosts are going to try to claim the land as theirs and try to take my truck away and all this good shit. The problem that they have is that if that happens, they'll be going to prison. They don't know it yet, but they'll be going to prison, every fucking one of them. It's 10 o'clock, and I give mom brunch, what I call brunch. It's breakfast and lunch combined.
Okay.
I put mom on two meals a day because mom was a little bit bigger than me, shall we say. And I was concerned for her health. And so I cut her down to 2 meals a day. And boy, if she's slimming down, she's starting to look really good. I'm serious. She's looking really good. For a 91-year-old woman, she's looking really good. So, and she was not good. She was starting to get, well, she was bigger than me. And, you know, I was really concerned about that. So I cut her down to the 2 meals a day. And now, boy, she's slimming up. She's looking great, feeling great, and really improving. So I left her. I left her about 5:30, 6 o'clock. I left her. She was fine. She was just like me and you, talking, happy, you know, watching the news and everything. Everything was fine.
Oh, she was like that tonight.
What?
She was that good tonight?
Last night.
Oh, before this happened.
Yesterday, before the stroke.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then afterwards, you know, and then this morning I saw her in the floor. Now I saw her in the floor this morning, but she had pillows with her. And I thought, well, maybe she got up in the middle of the night, used the bathroom, and decided to just crash on the floor because, you know, for whatever reason, maybe she just wanted to do it. Maybe she just wanted to crash on the floor. And she seemed a little out of it. And I said, well, I'll let her rest a little bit. And so I went back later and she was still out of it. And I said, well, I'll give her one more try. I went back later. She was still out of it. And that's why, okay, that's it. I'm calling the ambulance. And so I did. But yeah, mom is dead. Alice Grethel Helton is dead. She died at 2:30 in the morning, Sunday morning. The gods woke me up at 2 o'clock in the morning, said, get up, stay awake. I said, all right. I got up and I stayed awake. And then that was when the lady at the hospital called me. She died at 2:30 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. And, you know, am I taking it kind of hard? A little bit. I am taking it a little bit. Isn't it amazing a man like me can feel this way? Tell me how much longer it can grow stronger every day. Yeah.
Like the Bible says in Psalms, the fool folds his hands in destruction. They do it to themselves.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I have somebody on Facebook saying, you know, you need to go to the funeral. No, if I go to the funeral, you don't understand, okay? So you have to understand. If I go to the funeral, I'm saying that what the Frost did was right. Do you understand? If I go to the funeral today at 12 o'clock, I am saying basically that what the Frost did is justified. I am capitulating to what they've done, number one. And number two, I'm agreeing with what they've done. Okay, my being there, my presence showing up at something that I had not planned and that I absolutely vehemently did not want to be, says that I capitulated, that I gave in, that I let them win, that I let them, you know, be the victor in this matter, that I've, you know, whatever. But you don't understand. That Von Hilton, he was stealing money from his mama. He was stealing money from his mama. No, wait a minute. As of 2007, when his daddy died, all of it was his any damn way, according to Kentucky law. But we'll leave little things like facts out of the way, right? Because we don't want them silly little facts to get in the way, right? Yeah. So how the hell does somebody steal their own money. How does that work? Anybody want to try that one? How do you steal your own money? How does that even work? Does that even work? Black Bart's is saying, well, they can't buy the property for less than fair market value. That's the reason they do the assessment. Okay, well, Black Bart's, let me tell you how real life is. Now, you're telling the truth. Okay, you're telling the truth according to book work. Okay, according to what you learn in school and according to what you get out of a book. But the real life reality is that when you go down and you buy that property at the sheriff's auction, the sheriff's auction is not going to be selling it at fair market value or more than what it's appraised at. They're going to be selling it for less because they want to get rid of it. They want to get it out of their hands. Okay, so they're going to be selling it for less than what it's valued at, so that they can sell it, so that they can get it out of their hands. Okay, and like I said, the Frosts go down there and they buy it for a song, man. And like I said, this shit happens every day. This is not something I've made up. This is not something I'm pulling out of my ass. People do this all the fucking time, sadly.
But when I sell property like that, it is, first of all, you would never sell something like that at a courthouse. You would sell that. You only involve the police and courthouses if it's a court-ordered sale. And you said there's no distress. So therefore, it'd be a private auction. And a private auction, the intent of it would be to make as much money as possible. So therefore, if you sold it to try to buy it back, you actually lose money on it, because the money you would make in profits, you would reinvest plus fees to get it back.
Right. Once it's sold, once he sells it. Okay. Well, yeah. The guy in the outside chat says the sheriff won't be selling it at auction. Well, I would love to believe that, but I know that the sheriff sells property at auction all the time, so I don't know where you're getting that from.
Foreclosed auction, foreclosed. Yeah, if I didn't make payments on my house and they were going to go to court to sue me to take my home, they come in. The sheriff's department then becomes involved. They extricate me from the property, do an assessment, and then they sell that. Usually not technically at the courthouse, but they is courthouse where they call it.
Yeah.
And they would sell my property there. I wouldn't see any of it. The sheriff wouldn't see any of it minus processing fees. And it would all go to the debtors or creditors. You don't have that situation. So it would only be a private sale, which means all parties involved would be solely in it to make money, including the people, the auctioneer.
Okay. Well, then that means I'm royally screwed then. Because then all he's got to do is sell it himself and just kick me off the property the next day.
What is the property you live on with all the land? It's 400 acres, right? Your mom's property and your property all together. What is just
the property? The property with my single wide and mom's double wide on it is approximately 250 acres. Okay, then there's all the rental properties, and those rental properties are probably, I don't know, another 50 acres, 60 acres. Well, another 50 acres for the properties here on Crane, because it's just small plots here on Crane.
Like, put it this way, Vaughn. Put it this way. Here's what I should have asked you. What would the rent bring in every month of all the properties that a landlord were to take if somebody were to invest in your case?
Well, see, they got
case.
Well, see, they got mom. Here's how they did my mother. They tricked my mother into not charging them rent, and then they work on the property. See, that's not how it's supposed
Larry
to work.
the loan and all that, right?
Yeah. See, that's not good, because then they take liberties. Okay, but they conned mom into agreeing to that shit. See, that's another reason why they don't want me to have the property, because as soon as I get the property, I'm getting rid of those fuckers, or they're going to sign a new contract, because I don't work for free. Sorry, you got to pay me rent, because I use that rent to pay bills, and I have to have it.
So how much rent do you think you can get a month out of each property? Let's add this all up. Gary's property, is it worth $700 or $800 a month?
Well, you're not going to get that much. Maybe about 5.
Why? Is it a trailer or what?
It's a trailer, yeah.
All
of them are trailer. All of them are trailer. Well, one is a small house, but it's not in the best of shape.
So all these rental properties are trailers?
Well, 2 of them are, and the third one's a house, a small house at that.
Okay. All
but
right.
but the point is, no. What you're going to get is about 1,500 for all three rental. Okay, about 1,500.
Is
That's
that it?
That's it. Yeah. Okay. I gave my word that I would record my double wide, and that's exactly what I am going to do. This is a great room, what they call a great room, which is actually 2 rooms in one. And as you can see, it's quite large. But this is a great room. I'm going to move the TV over to above the fireplace where it belongs. You know, like I said, essentially this place is top shelf, man. Not much wrong with it at all. And we got the bedroom, master bedroom here. This is the master bedroom, and we got the bathroom here, twin sinks. I got to get the picture of my sister down, and the picture of the frost down. Obviously, there's Mom and some of her sisters, and here's the utility room. I got to get all that nasty out of the freezer that the frost left in there. Big old half-eaten turkey or something that I got to get out of there and throw away. Now this is the guest bedroom, or bathroom, excuse me. And there I am. I've lost a lot of weight, haven't I? Look at that. Look at that shit. I've lost a lot of weight, man. Ain't got no belly no more. You know why? Because I lost 50 pounds. I almost starved to death. It's true. It's true. I almost starved to death. I'm setting everything up here in what was formerly Mom's bedroom. Obviously, the bed is supposed to go there between the windows, but for some crazy reason it's here. Most likely more manipulation. But I'm going to put the bed where it belongs, I assure you. And but in the interim, I've got my desk set up here. And I'll run me a cable in here to hook up the internet and all that good jazz. And everything will be just ducky. You can see I brought in the microphone on stand. No, I'm not getting sick. It's the dust. It's the dust from moving all this shit. But I'll be all right. I will endure, yes. But anyway, pretty cool, huh? Kind of ironic that everything is in the bedroom just like it was in mine. That's kind of weird. Now this here is the freebie that's running. This is the freebie. And then the oops, look out, puppy. And then the paid one is right over here. This is the paid one right here, and that is where my TV is going to go. Now, obviously, I'm not moving the appliances. I'm going to have to hire somebody to do that shit. But well, what are you going to do with this fridge, Bon? Well, I got a plan. I'm going to take all this shit out of here, and I'm just going to take the refrigerator and put it right there. Well, it's a shame Jerry isn't in his room, and the girls aren't in their room. But maybe that'll change. Obviously, if I win my millions, either from the Frosts or through Publishers Clearinghouse or Powerball or Mega Millions, whatever the gods decide, then we can see about getting the kids back. Obviously, if I'm a multi-millionaire, they can't refuse me my children. So we'll see. Like I said, Jdubs cannot remove me from the property. I own the property. Jdubs does not have the power to remove me. I don't give a fuck what excuse he comes up with. He does not have the power to remove me. It's my property. And not only that, but I haven't technically dissolved the estate yet. Okay, and since the estate is still in play, Jdubs can't do anything about that either. He can't touch nothing. The estate and the trust have not officially been removed. Okay, so the trust is still there, the estate is still there, and the judge said it's at my discretion to remove them, and I haven't officially removed them yet. Now I may do that tomorrow, but I ain't done it yet. But I may do it tomorrow. I don't know. But here's the point. The point is that Jdubs can't remove me regardless of those things.
he cannot remove me. You know, he can piss in one hand and shit in the other. He's not going to be able to remove me. Sorry. Um, that's just the way it is. Yeah, he can't remove me. It's very difficult to remove somebody from their property that they own. You know, now if I was a squatter or if I was in violation of some real estate law of some kind, it would be different. But hey, I'm a model citizen. I don't break the law. Wow, what a shot. If everybody give me my fucking money, I'd be all right. I'd be okay. But nobody wants to give me my fucking money, man. You know, I took that 32,000 that they left in the estate account. I stretched that shit out. Look how far I've come on just that 32,000, man. I did pretty damn good. Can you imagine if I got my 100,000 and my 32 million back, how long I could stretch that shit out and make it last? I'd make it last forever, man. Because I ain't one of these. I don't go out here and buy everything my eye sees. I don't do that shit. They are going to give me 25 more a month rent since our water lines are connected, and so they're going to give me an extra 25 a month to cover for the water bill, and so you know that'll take care of that. So that equals that all out, and so but they're working on their water. Trying to, you know, I mean, there's tons of leaks. The frost allowed FEMA to leave and never come back, and so we've got tons of leaks from the bitter cold and from those two storms that have to be fixed. They are in the process of fixing them, and you know, and so we're getting everything done. They're going to put new skirting on the front of the trailer, and because my trailer's rented out, I got my trailer rented out now. And so, they're going to put new skirting on the front, and it's going to be really nice when they get her done, man. They love that trailer. They love the fancy woodwork inside. See that the inside of my trailer is full of fancy woodwork, man, from back in the day. It's beautiful inside.
That's awesome that you got people that are actually caring, loving people.
Yeah, isn't that great, man?
And you have everything, and you got these new people that everything's in writing.
Yeah. And not only that. But the people that I rented the double wide to just happened to be the guy's father. So there you go.
Yeah, you told me.
So there you go. It worked out good. So 3 of the 4 properties are now rented, and you know they're applying some of their rent towards fixing the properties up. Mm-hmm. We have an agreement, you know.
Well, I think it'd be a good deal, like rent it out for $350 a month, and in return they fix it up.
That's the plan.
You can't find a place anywhere for $350.
That's exactly the plan. They're getting a reduced rent, and in exchange, they're working on it a little at a time until they get it all repaired and fixed. You know, I got this email from a troll saying they're gonna file a goddamn lien on you. No, they're not.
Sounds like a good deal to me. They fix it up for cheap rent.
Yeah, they're not going to file a lien against me. Are you fucking high? They're not. They're getting a good deal. Why would they file a lien against me? That would be stupid. They would. Well, first of all, it's probably not even legal. But even if it was, it would be stupid on their part because they're getting a damn good deal, you know. And they're happy. I'm happy. Everything. And the guy's even like, "Hey, man, we'll come and clean your house as part of the rent if you don't care." I said, "Sure,
yeah,
we'll work something out. We'll work something out. Why not?" Yeah, fuck yeah. So it's working out great, man. You know, they've been putting a lot of trash on the burn pile and burning it and getting that out of the way, all the old nasty shit, getting it out of there and getting it burnt. And so that's good. It's weird seeing my single wide trailer empty again, though. It's kind of weird, you know, because there's nothing in it now. It's completely empty. The renters have already said they've got the money. They got the money ready to go for next month to pay me. So it's all good.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. They got some money coming in.
Yeah, see, they're cleaning now, and then they're going to move in officially next month, and then they'll pay me the rent, and I'll have money in the bank, and hopefully the other renter will have paid by then as well, so I'll have that money in the bank as well, and then you know I'll be doing a lot better than I was, and then these people are giving me $100 a month while they work on the place. And then once they get the place done, they'll give me $300 a month. So that'll be more money coming in. And so everything's coming up roses, man. Everything's coming up rosy. And then I get my inheritance, and I put me some modular homes out there in the field out there, and I put me an irrigation system in so that the field don't flood.
Is your property in an estate, or are you never going to have possession of it, or no?
My property is in an estate right now to protect me and to protect the estate itself and to protect my children. Once I've got the Frost in court and got my inheritance back, then I can relinquish the estate. But the judge left it up to me. I have the choice. I can keep it in estate or I can dissolve it. I have chosen not to dissolve it yet because
why would you dissolve it?
Why would I dissolve it? Well, so that I can have full control, and I don't have to.
Why the hell would you have it in a state if you don't have to?
Because the court. Okay, here, look. With the trust in place and the estate in place, Jdubs and the Frost can't take my property away, no matter what they do.
How can they take it away now?
I could be behind on my taxes. I could, there could be a lien placed against it and everything, and they still can't take it because it's in an estate and it's in a trust. They can't touch it. That's why I left it that way. I'm smarter than these fucks.
Did you leave it that way, or did your mom leave it in a trust?
I left it that way. The judge put the power in my hands. She said, you can dissolve it or you can keep it. And I said, I'm going to keep it for a while because I knew that Jdubs and the Frost would try to take my property away if I got rid of the trust and got rid of the estate. So no, I haven't dissolved those yet. They still exist. They're still in play.
Is your name on the
everything is in my name? Yes, everything is in my name.
So your kids can never take claim of it?
My kids cannot take it away from me. No, I can will it to the children, but that's the only thing that can happen. My kids can't come along and take it. In-laws in Ohio can't come along and take it. Nobody could take it away. The whole purpose of leaving the trust and the will, the trust and the estate like it is so that nobody can come along and take my damn property away from me. That's the whole point of it. Now, once I throw the Frost in prison and get all my shit away from them, and Jdubs has gone back to Frankfurt where he belongs, then I can maybe can get rid of the estate and the trust. But for right now, I'm leaving things as is so that they can't steal my shit out from underneath me, because that's exactly what they intend to do, and I'm not going to give them the power to do it. But I'm going to be going back into court here real soon and revisiting the estate court case. And the judge said, hey, just file a letter and submit it to the court and come on back in and we'll talk.
Are you up on the taxes and the insurance?
Taxes, I already explained the taxes to you. Let me try this again. I am not behind on my taxes. If I was behind on my taxes, the sheriff would be out here having a nice little chat with me. I am not behind on my taxes.
How about insurance?
Will I have to pay a late fee? Yeah, I probably will. But am I behind? No. My insurance is fine. The property is fine. The taxes are fine. I am not behind on anything. My renters are back. Let's see if they're gonna, if their buddy is gonna rent the other building.
Crafting.
Got my lease signed, bro.
That is fucking awesome, man.
Yes, it is. That's extremely fucking awesome. Yes.
And we did it fucking live, man. We're building Fallout mods and we're getting the fucking leases signed. That's what I thought.
It is. We're doing houses in real life and houses online at the same damn time. I like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that. I like that. Doing houses in real life and houses online. I like that shit. They're all taking off. All my renters are leaving. But that's okay as long as they pay. And pay they shall. It's going to be glorious. May is going to be payday, man. May is going to be payday.
So they helped you move and everything? Everything's okay?
Yeah, man, it's great. They helped move my shit over here and I moved their shit over there and everything's just ducky, man. Everything's just great. It's awesome. I got rid of one renter and got a better renter. And this renter actually wants to pay money, so that's always a good thing. I don't know what happened with the other renter. I don't know what their problem was. I think there was some kind of internal conflict. if you get my meaning. And so I didn't want to get anywhere involved in that shit. And
Yeah,
so,
you gotta stay out of that. You don't want to
yeah,
get into politics.
I got to stay out of that shit. So, but anyway, these guys are taking over. They've signed the lease, and they're going to start paying next month. And so it's going to be glorious. And right now we're trying to get the female part of the other renters.
Oh.
She is being disagreeable on some things, apparently, according to the new renters who are trying to get into the building and cannot because she has locked the deadbolt. Apparently, she had the key to the deadbolt. He had the key to the door lock, and it's a mess.
So the old renter that you kicked out won't let the new one in.
Correct, but that's going to be handled. They're going to go talk to the guy, see if he can get the key from the female, so that they've got the key to the deadbolt. And if they can get the key to the deadbolt, then they'll just go on ahead and go in as is. And because his stuff is already out. I don't know if her stuff is out. It doesn't really matter. Because I mean, if she doesn't vacate, then I get the sheriff, and the sheriff makes her.
I just grab a pair of bolt cutters and just cut the thing right off.
No. We got to fucking keep the shit. We got to keep everything.
Yeah, you can't call.
I mean, everything's the locks and shit are all brand new. I don't want to destroy them. Everything's working out pretty good. Everything will be squared away here fairly soon. The rentals are fine. I got a squatter that I'm going to have to get the sheriff out to remove.
Yep.
Well, they give me $100 thinking that's all the rent they had to pay. No, that's not how it works.
No.
I let them give me $100 in lieu of the fact that they were going to make repairs to the property and then give me the rest of the rent later. That was the agreement. The agreement was not, just pay me $100 a month. No, fuck no. That it doesn't work that way. Sorry.
Now, for any confusion, this is not your single wide we're talking about.
No, fuck no. Well, I'm getting $425 for the single wide anyway.
Oh, that's not bad.
No,
that's good. Yeah, that's good money.
Kentucky goes a long way.
Well, you have two renters there. You have two renters paying full price, and then you got the other fucking derelict.
Yeah, but see, when I get rid of this person,
two good guys. Yeah.
Well, when I get rid of this squatter, see, then I've got people ready to move in that are going to pay decent rent. So it's getting rid of the squatter though. So I'm going to have to contact the sheriff and get them down there to remove that individual by force because they swear they're not going to leave. So okay, fine. The sheriff will be down there to throw all their
just go over there when they're not there. When they leave to go to Walmart, just go there, change the lock on the door, and just say tough shit. It's mine.
Well, that's the thing. They changed the locks to where that I don't have a key.
Well, so what do they just live there 24/7? They don't leave.
Which is a violation of the lease, by the way.
Wait. Do these people leave at all? Do they leave the house at all?
They're not even there. They haven't been. There hasn't been no vehicle at that
just
house
go over
for
there,
weeks.
fucking kick the door in, change the locks, and that's it. Call it a day.
Yeah, well,
best way to do it is legally get the sheriff out there.
Well, they're not even. I mean, what are they going to say? Oh, I'm squatting there when they're not even there. You got to be there to be squatting. If they're not,
you got to be there, and they ain't been there for weeks. There ain't been no vehicle there for weeks. So Tim went and got me some documents for my property, so I now have all the documents on my property. And so when the Frost tried to start stupid rumors like, that property doesn't belong to him and all that bullshit, well, I've got the documents right in my hand.
There you go. Fuck yeah, man. Money shot.
Yeah. So they can kiss my ass because I've got it all.
Very good.
I've got it all. And but they're trying to start rumors. Oh, he don't own the property, and he don't have this, and he don't have that. Well,
if you don't own the property, then who the fuck does that?
Well, exactly, yeah. But I mean, this just makes it official, and I've got copies of everything now. So if they try to pull a fast one, I've got the paperwork.
That's good, yeah.
And so that way, Tim went and did yeoman's work for me. He went and got copies of everything. So sweet. I've got copies of everything. And, copies of the deeds and whatnot for some of the other stuff as well. And so we'll get it all took care of. Everything will be all hunky-dory by the time we get done.
And what happened, Vaughn? What happened? One of the renters?
Renters, yeah, renters.
Oh, good. They paid the bills? They paid the rent?
Man, they paid my rent. And so they paid my rent. In fact, I gotta take it.
Oh yeah, making the money, honey.
In the wallet here. But yeah, renters
Oh
pay
yeah, that's
you.
right. It's the first of the month.
Yeah, this is the first of the month, so
That's
that
pretty
ain't-
good. They pay you the first month. I don't even pay the rent on the first of the month. I wait until the third.
we're gonna get things took care of. Don't worry.
That's
Everything's gonna
good.
be-
No, that's good that they're paying the rent, and then the other
Yeah,
renter doesn't
we've-
pay. He's just fixing it up, I guess. Right? The one
Yeah.
renter.
Yeah,
That's good.
and
I mean,
you
at
know,
least things
and
are rocking and rolling, and things are
and-
moving along. That's good.
well, yeah, and plus, you know, people, you know, wanting, you know, some odd jobs to do and all this and that. So,
Oh yeah. Oh, you're paying Tim to do some cutting the grass and stuff, right?
well, no, this wasn't Tim. This was somebody else. But you know, as long as they get the job done, I don't give a shit. You know, as long as they get the job done. But you know, I got some odd jobs. You know, they look for odd jobs. They want odd jobs to do.
Yeah.
So I'm helping them out. You know, I help them out. We're going to get everything situated. Everything's going to be handled. And now, you know, now they don't pay on the 1st. They pay, I think, on the 10th or something, 15th, whatever the fuck. So we'll get that took care of. And then, you know, the other ones, when we get them moved in, they'll be paying on the 10th. You know, but that's okay. I don't mind that. As long as I get paid, I don't give a shit. But I got a major victory, got the squatter out of there, talked to the judge. She was there in court. I was surprised. Me and her in there in court. And she produces a fake document saying that she had paid me $2,200. Now, Cisco, how do you think I'm going to react if somebody pays me a $2,200 check? I'd be dancing in the fucking parking lot, right?
Yeah. Go get
Okay.
yourself some fancy dinners.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. I'd be going out and getting me some of that pheasant under glass. So what happened? Oh, she never gave me no $2,200, did
No.
she? No, because I'd have paid off my taxes. I'd have been eating really well for the next few days. But
You did
that
tell her
didn't happen.
that he owes back rent, though, right?
Huh?
You told the judge that the renter owes back rent.
Well, it's on the paperwork, but see,
Okay.
that's the thing. The judge didn't order him to pay the back rent, which I don't know. I don't know why he didn't. I mean, you know, judges do what they do, but you know, he didn't. But what got me is that she come in there with a fake document claiming that she paid me $2,200. Well, anybody with a brain's going to know I'm going to be dancing a damn jig out there if somebody gives me that kind of fucking money. So no, she never paid me no $2,200. But the nice thing about it was her fucking receipt didn't even have a signature on it. It was just a receipt with 2,200 written on it. It's like, what the fuck? But there's another wrinkle too, and this is a good one. I don't have a receipt book. I can't find mom's receipt book. I don't know where the Frost must stole it too when they took all the shit out of here, because I couldn't find mom's receipt book either. It's like, well, shit. So I've been handwriting my receipts because I couldn't find the damn receipt book. So she gave him a fraudulent document. Well, now what is that? Well, that's a forgery, number one. And number two, it's fraud. And why the judge did not immediately have the bailiff grab a hold of that woman and throw her in the back room to be carted off to jail, I do not know. Because that should have been an instantaneous action right there.
But the squatter is out of the trailer.
The squatter has 7 days to vacate.
Oh,
If
so
she
they're still in there.
refuses to vacate after 7 days, then the sheriff comes out and physically throws her shit out in the street.
They
You know,
locked you out of your trailer for at least 1 year, so they owe you 1 year of free internet at least.
Well, they owe me that. Well, they allowed the double wide to become damaged. I mean, the roof is damaged, bad, really bad. It's got to be replaced. Okay, that's what, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 right there. Okay, had they not locked me out of the damn double wide, I would have been here when it started leaking, and I could have got it fixed before it destroyed my damn roof. And so, yeah, they got to pay for that. That was on their watch, so they got to fix it. I don't care what they say. I don't care what kind of damn excuse they come up with. My roof is damaged. They've got to replace it, whether they like it or not. And they're going to give me my $32 million back, and they're going to give me my kids back too, because all that shit was done illegally.
I know. Is Vaughn okay?
Vaughn's getting
I
money.
changed his
Vaughn got some money.
Vaughn got some money.
Damn, that was a big wad of cash.
Yeah, Vaughn's got money.
Holy fuck.
It
Oh, you got
must
your
be
rent?
Oh, tomorrow's the first, so it must be payday for a rent day.
All right. Mine's got income, people. Anybody else got income like that? Nope.
One. Unfortunately, it's gone before, I put it in the bank even hardly. 20, 40.
How much money is it? 300?
Yeah.
I think the rent is
Well,
what,
he bought-
500 of trailer?
Well,
500 trailer?
his is 300 because he's doing repair work to the old Larry Frost place. The place Larry Frost was living in, is pretty badly damaged, and so. But yeah, the dude's making repairs, and so I'm taking a little off the rent while he's making repairs. I mean, that's I'm trying to be neighborly about it.
Well, good.
And.
How about the other renters that feed you every once in a while? How they're doing?
Yeah, they're doing great. They're doing fine. And I'm going to get, like I said, I'm going to get rid of the squatter and get some more people in there, and everything will be all right.
What squatter? Is that Larry's old house or what?
No. Larry's old house is one that come out to pay. The squatter is down there at one of the houses down here and down the road. And I got to get her out of there because she was belligerent with the neighbors and made all kinds of threats and shit like that. I can't have that. I can't have that.
Is she a crackhead?
You can't have people coming around threatening your
Correct.
rent. Man, that's
well, they were threatening the neighbors too, not just the renters. They were threatening the neighbors too. See, I can't have that. I can't have that shit.
Wow.
Yeah, so I got to get rid of that person and get some. I've already got some people lined up. Believe it or not,
You are now a businessman because you have properties now. So
correct. I am literally Baron Erwin Eugen von Hilton. I am literally.
Yeah, you are.
That name right there. That name with that title on it is literally me.
Where's your mother buried?
She's buried here on the property.
She's buried there on your property?
Yeah.
I thought
someone was
like
telling me if you have a person buried on your property, you don't have to pay property tax anymore. Is that true?
Fuck, I don't know. I'll look into it though.
Look into that. Someone was telling. I was watching a video on YouTube where they were talking about ways to fuck over the government. And one way, according to the United States federal law, is that if you have someone buried on your property, the federal government, something about you don't have to pay no more, not all taxes, but there was I think it was income tax, or maybe it was property tax. I don't remember which one it was, but you don't have to pay for it anymore. Look into that. See,
I'll look into that.
Let's find out.
I'll look into that. Yeah, I'll look into that because that sounds pretty handy.
Well, that's good. Now that I know your mother's on your mother's actual on the state property.
Yeah. She's buried here.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's good. I don't think they can take the property from you then.
Huh?
I don't think they can take the property from you then.
No, they can't. I don't think. No.
Why is someone trying to take it?
Oh, always, yeah. Literally, I would get every other email. It's a troll saying, "We're going to take your property away. We're going to take your property away." It ain't going to happen because now I've got income coming in, and so there's not a damn thing they can do about it. But they're going to try.
You find any more renters?
Yeah, I got some renters in waiting right now. As soon as I can get into court and get the squatter off my property, they're ready to move right in. And move in they shall, because I'm going to help them. I'm going to help them get in there because that's more income coming in that I need. And then
I bet that squatter is a troll. I bet that squatter is a fucking YouTube troll. I bet.
I think the squatter is in league with the Frost. Yeah, I've always been thinking that because it's just too damn convenient how it all panned out.
Larry probably gave him the key and said, "Go squat, go hang out."
Might have. You never know.
What do you got there, man?
I have here the end of my squatter that is occupying my rental property and preventing me from renting it out is going to go to jail. Supposedly they have outstanding warrants in Ohio even. So when they stand
all those people out of there and those places were rented and stuff. Which property?
Well, here's the thing.
Open?
Well, hold on. She took my lease, whited out the rest of it, and made it look like all she has to pay is $100 a month. So that's a forgery right there. That's a crime. But then she was belligerent. She's belligerent with neighbors. I spoke with the neighbors. They said she was belligerent with them. That's also a crime. She changed the locks, which is a violation of her lease.
She's got warrants. She's done. They're going to pick her up and they're going to arrest her. That means she's going to be placed under arrest no matter what.
No matter what. Yeah.
Is this home the home that the boyfriend came after you and the chick was living there?
Yes. Yes.
Is that the same woman?
No. That was the little one, which is next door to it. This is the one that the Combses were staying in, and they skipped out owing me $35,000 in rent.
Boy, renting these days is a motherfucker, dude.
Well, see the frost. Well, you got to understand the frost. What the frost
no one's
wanted.
Paying.
Well, wait a minute. You got to understand why. The reason the frosts were telling people not to pay any rent was because they were going to bankrupt the estate. And then when the estate went into bankruptcy, they were going to pick up the estate for next to nothing.
I remember Larry telling his next door neighbor don't pay the rent because you hadn't owned the property right yet or something. I forget.
Yeah. See, that was the plan. That was the plan. Bankrupt the estate, then they go and buy the land for next to nothing. The estate
Let me ask
go
you
buy the
something.
estate for nothing.
Does this woman that lives there, does she have the ability to pay the back rent? The $3,000, $5,000 or whatever?
If she doesn't, she doesn't. It's not my problem.
Let's say she handed you the $3,500. I'd take it because she's going to jail anyway. But
she's going to go to jail anyway once they find out she's got priors. Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Odds would say she's probably not going to have it, man.
Well, here's the thing. I've got people ready to move in that will pay the rent. And, so that's, that needs to be a thing. She needs to be out of there so I can get the people in there that do want to pay the rent.
So, you got one rental property you get money from right now. That'll make two, right?
No, that's wrong. I've got Larry's rented out, which is bringing in money. And then I got my single wide over here that I lived in. That's bringing in money.
No shit.
And then the double wide is going to be emptied out. And I just spoke with my renter today. He says there's people that are wanting to look at the little house that the redheaded renter had. They're looking at that too. So I stand to hopefully get 2 properties rented out here very soon.
So that'll make 5 properties you got rented, or 4.
Larry's, my single wide, the double wide down the road here, and the little house. So that would be 4. I'm literally Baron von Hilton. Literally.
Dude, so with all that rent, you should have a minimum of $1,000 a month coming in, or
that's the plan. That's the plan. If I get
gotta
to that
upkeep
place,
the properties though, dude. Once winter comes, if those places don't have a heat bond, they can fine you and all that shit.
well, I'm gonna hopefully get things situated to where we get some heat in those houses.
Fucking throw some wood stoves in there for now.
We'll put wood stoves in
come
here.
up, get a couple of fucking chainsaws and say, look, you guys can cut as much wood down on my property as you want, and let them heat the houses that way, man. They'll do it. Trust me. If it's cold, they'll do it.
Yeah.
Now, wait a minute, Vaughn. What about your rentals, though? You got all these rentals coming in and shit. You're doing good now. You got money.
No, I don't have money.
You guys need to give me money.
No, I don't have money. Not yet.
I thought that you had just fucking has all this rental shit coming in.
Well, the thing of it is that these last 2 properties are still in the air yet. Okay. The second one is just talked about at this point. Now
Are you still getting food money?
Food stamps? Yeah. I get food stamps.
Okay, well, that's all that fucking matters,
I'm getting food
Do you have
stamps.
anything
Not
interesting to sell?
Huh?
Do you have anything interesting to sell? You have any more tractors or anything?
No, not really. My outgo is more than what I've got coming in. That's my problem.
Okay, that's most people right now.
Okay, but now hopefully when I get this double wide rented, I'll break even. I won't get ahead, but I'll break even. But now if I rent the little property next to it, then I'll be ahead a little bit. But
Vaughn,
even then,
you
just a
keep
little bit.
pointing to the double wide. You keep
Well, see,
pointing-
here's the thing. All my fucking bills doubled overnight. My water bill went from $40 to $90. My cable bill went from $160 to $245. My electric went from $80 to $200. So all my bills have doubled and tripled, and that's why I'm not doing well. If my bills hadn't all doubled, I would be doing okay. But they all doubled on me.
Why is your cable bill so much? You just have internet.
Well, that's a damn good question, and I need to figure it out.
So, Vaughn, tell me, okay, well, maybe you don't want people to know, but when you get all the double wide, your single's already rented, Larry's is already rented, and then the other one rented, that's 4 properties. Your potential income a month, okay, should be at least, at very minimum, $1,000.
Well, here's the problem. The
And you got
problem
to take
is,
some of that money and throw it to the side every month.
well, here's the problem. If I get all 4 properties rented,
yep,
I will finally be in the black, but just barely. Like I said, all my bills have doubled, literally.
Okay.
And then plus you have to put money back for gasoline and emergencies. And the squatter is now gone.
Oh, really?
Got rid of the squatter. Yes.
So you got the sheriff over there?
Yeah, let me go on ahead and get out of this.
Oh, yeah. Talk about that.
Got rid of the squatter. The squatter is now gone. So
did he put up a fight?
No. Well, we go to court on the 17th, and then apparently, as what I've been told, is that this person has outstanding warrants in Ohio. So when this person shows up in court, I'm going to remind the judge that this person has outstanding warrants in Ohio, and the bailiff is going to grab this person and take him back to the back room.
Plus, he owes you back rent.
What the hell?
He owes you back rent for not paying rent.
Oh yeah, yeah, and they're going to have to pay the back rent too,
Mhm.
$1,500 minimum, plus late fees.
Yep.
So yeah,
Should equal to around 2,000.
Pretty close to 2,000 should be. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's gonna
that's
be.
good.
It's gonna be nice, man. It's gonna be really, really nice.
Now, how much damage did they do to the trailer?
They haven't yet. They threatened arson though, so that's gonna not look very well on them.
Mhm.
You don't threaten to burn down my property in front of witnesses, dude.
No.
Yeah, you don't do that shit. That's
So
pretty
were you
stupid.
there when he got out?
Huh?
Were you there with the sheriff when he got out?
When the sheriff, all the sheriff did was give them the, summons to go to court. That's all.
Okay.
And then we go to court, and then the sheriff goes out and removes them. If
You
they
have the
don't
keys
remove,
back, or
huh?
you have the keys back?
Not yet. Like I said, nothing's happened yet. We got to go to court on the 17th. When we go to court on the 17th, then everything will happen. Now this frees up that home for some renters that are actually going to go in there, pay rent, picks up the place, make it look nice and everything. It's going to be beautiful. So, I'm going to get some renters in there that'll actually love that building and care for it and take care of it, fix it up, and actually pay
give them
rent.
a discount like for the first month that they clean it.
I'm helping them out I'm helping them out a little bit on the rent. Yeah, I'm giving them a chance to get in there, get settled, make some repairs, et cetera, et cetera. And because nobody helped me when I got started. Nobody helped me when I got started.
Then after that, charge them full rent.
Well, that's what I do. That's what I'm doing. And I'm gonna help them out at first, and then they'll have to pay full rent. But they already know that, and they agreed to it. They don't have a problem with it. And so everything's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be awesome. Getting renters that actually pay. And then I was talking to my first renter today. He said he's got somebody for the building next to it. So hopefully we can get that rented out as well. And so everything's starting to fill up.
You're getting better. Things are looking up for you. So
yeah, I get rid of the squatter.
Man.
Tomorrow's the last day of the squatter, and then they'll be gone. And hopefully they won't cost me another $60. God damn.
But if they do, then they do. I'll just have to pay it. But they've got to get off that property. And I've got to be able to rent it out.
Yeah.
And then I
Absolutely.
get it rented out and get some money rolling in. Things hopefully will start to get better around here because I still got the taxes. I mean, I got a deferment on my taxes, but that don't last forever. So I still gotta, I gotta get my taxes done. I have to pay a late fee, which sucks, but and try to get into court to get my money back from the Frosts and get my possessions back. And if I can, if they ain't already sold everything, which they probably have.
Let the good times roll. Let them knock you around. Let the good times roll. Let them make you a clown. Let them leave you up in the air. Let them brush you rock and roll. And let the good times roll. Let the good times roll. Let the good times.
And whoever it was that put my fucking my property up for sale in the paper, yeah, you're gonna get a lawsuit, fucker. Whoever you are.
What was that?
I don't know. Big Fat Larry was talking about it on YouTube. He's probably the one that fucking did it. Whoever
Was
did
that
it,
recent?
well, whoever did it's going to get a lawsuit because my property's not for sale.
No.
And whoever did that has broken the law, literally, and they're going to get sued by me. And again, they might even see some jail time over that because you get property is a federal thing. Okay, it's just. But whoever did this, whoever put my shit in the paper, your ass is grass, and I'm the motherfucking lawnmower. Because
you still got to call the newspaper company and get that removed.
Because that was highly illegal. Highly illegal. An estate is a legal entity, folks. Look it up. You can't fuck with an estate. That's why I left it as an estate. I'm not stupid. I might be a little dense sometimes, but I'm not stupid. The reason I left it as an estate was so that them fuckwads couldn't take it away from me. Duh. That's the whole damn point of it. Now, if they want to pay the taxes for me this year, great. They still can't get the land because it's part of an estate. And when I go and sign that will, willing the estate to my children, then they definitely can't touch it then. My property is not up for sale. I got an extension till the end of September. My property is not up for sale. Never was up for sale. Hell, it wasn't even really, okay, what it was, I was supposed to have paid the taxes in January. And I didn't have the money at the time. So I went and got an extension, which is 100% legal to do. Sucks to be you, trolls. Okay. And that's all there is to it. But my property is not for sale. It is not delinquent. It is not in arrears or any other fucking term you wish to use. I took real estate law, folks. Remember, my property is not delinquent. I'm smart, motherfuckers. I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna give these people any chance to steal my fucking land. What do you think would happen to me if they took this land away from me? I wouldn't have no income and I wouldn't have no place to live. Fuck you all. You guys think I'm stupid. I got a 190 IQ, dumbasses. What fucking IQ have you guys got? Oh yeah, about a 60 if you're lucky. Kiss my ass. And of course, I'm sure Stivers is behind the scenes stirring the pot, getting Clay County to send me all this fucking hate mail and shit. It's like, why? I got till the end of September. Why am I getting all this hate mail? Just any old thing to start a bunch of shit. I think I've even stated what I owe. It's anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000, somewhere around there. It's not that much money. It's just the idea of not having the rent coming in to pay for it all at once. What I should have done, probably, I should have just paid on one property at a time, but dummy me, I didn't think about it. See, now, if I own my property outright, instead of it being through the courts, through an estate, then yeah, they could do all kinds of hell to me. And in fact, they could probably pay the taxes and take the property away from me.
But see, that's why I left it as an estate. Whoever did that, though, was being extremely stupid, because an estate is a legal entity.
Mhm.
You know, and if Stivers did it, then he doesn't deserve to have a law license, because he, of all people, should know not to fuck with an estate. In order to take my property, first of all, I'd have to sign off of it, and I ain't about to do that. But second of all, you'd have to go through district court here in Manchester. Okay, just to even try to get it. Not only that, but you'd have to come here to Manchester to pay the fucking taxes. You going to do that, Paul Wayman? You going to leave Quincy, Illinois, and come all the way down here to fucking Manchester, Kentucky to pay the fucking taxes? I don't think so. I got a funny feeling you ain't that fucking crazy. At least I hope you aren't.
All right, so Vaughn owes $2,250 in taxes. Is that how much you owe, Vaughn?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's somewhere around $2,000, somewhere around there.
That ain't too bad. That ain't too bad.
No, it's not. No, it's not that. See, the only reason. See, if I'd had if the Frosts hadn't tried to bankrupt the goddamn estate, I would have had the money, because the renters would have been bringing money in. See, and the estate bank account would have had all that rent money in there, and I could have used that to pay for the taxes. But see, the Frost willfully and deliberately tried to bankrupt the estate so that they could then claim that it's in default, and then try to take it for real. Because if it goes into default, then they can try to take it for real. But my estate is not in default. It does not have a lien against it. The taxes are not woefully behind.
When do you need to pay the $2,000 taxes, Vaughn? When do you need to pay the $2,000?
Really, I need to pay them I need to pay them right now if I can.
Oh, fuck me, man. You got to give me. I mean, fuck, I can't do that now.
Well, I mean, you know,
if you give me like 2 months, I can maybe get you to $2,000.
2 months? No,
You can't wait that long.
No, I got to have it by the end of September for sure.
Oh fuck.
Yeah,
I could maybe. Oh man, I don't know. I mean,
Well, see, here's the thing. I'm going to take.
I can maybe get you 500. Maybe I get you 700. But I don't know. Right now, fuck.
Well,
me, man.
well, actually, that would get me just enough to be able to cover everything, because I'd put it with what I have. If I take what I have and then I take your 700, that'll give me just enough to be able to get everything paid off and caught up, and then I'll get you your 700 back, a little at a time until I pay you back. So that sounds like a winner to me. If you want to do that, that's up to you. But if you want to do that, we can do that, and then I'll just pay you back. No big deal.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'd be honest with you. If I was to give you the money, it can't be something like a donation. It would be something you have to get back.
Oh, dude, I'd pay you back.
Yeah,
okay?
Definitely. I mean, maybe I can get you to $2,000 by September, but by the end of September. But oh man, that's cutting it close even for me.
Yeah, I know.
The thing is, if I look at my bank account right now, I got about $1,000 in the bank account.
Right.
The problem is, when September 1st comes around, I gotta drop about 5 bills on the car.
Right.
I gotta drop about 3 bills on the insurance. Geico is expensive.
Right.
In the second paycheck, when the second paycheck drops, I might be able to have enough money to lend you. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It'd be
well.
tough
If
for
you
me.
listen, if you could get me,
need? What's the most you need? $1,000? You need $1,000?
Well, I'm going to be taking some of the money from the renters and using that, but it's not going to be.
But you also need to eat, though. You need to buy food and shit.
Well, I got to pay my bills too. See, that's the thing. The only income I have is the rent income, and that too was by design, so that I wouldn't have enough money to pay my bills and pay the taxes. That was done deliberately. After this brouhaha is done and over, I'll be fine, because I'll be able to save up enough rent money to be able to pay it next year easy.
Yeah, well, make sure you fucking pay that, dude, because
I know. I'm well aware of it. Like I said, the only reason it wasn't paid this time was because the renters started new jobs.
If you don't pay that, you're done.
No, actually, I'm not done. The irony is that Solar's, working government jobs and probably made enough money to salt back, how much does a brand new Harley cost these days? 10, 20,000. But whatever. It's all good. It's all good. I mean, you can afford to buy a brand new Harley Davidson, but you can't afford to, slip some money my way to help me get over the hump. I mean, you can afford to buy a brand new Harley Davidson, but you can't afford to, slip some money my way to help me get over the hump. I mean, that just this first time, is all it takes, and then after that, I'm good, man, because I got the whole fucking year next year to pay it. Well, I got the rest of this year to pay it because it pays in January. I know this now. I didn't know it then, but I know it now. We got to the end of September. We'll be able to get it done. It'll be just fine. And if it ain't, and I get kicked out on the street, well, then that'll be it. Then I'll just fucking put a bullet right through my fucking brain, and that'll be the end of it, and everybody will be fucking happy, right? Unfortunately, though, I don't think the gods have that in mind. I think they have something else in mind. I don't understand why they won't let me win the lottery. I guess they want me to tough it out, do it the hard way first, and then let me win. I guess. I don't know. I don't know how they're doing it. I think a phone call to the Attorney General and the governor might be able to help. At least I hope so. The government is not going to seize my property. No, they're not. The government doesn't seize your property until it's in default. My property is not in default. Fuck. I realize nobody took real estate law but me, but holy shit. When I tell you a thing, you should be able to listen and take it to heart. My property is not in default. Now, if the property was to go into default, then I'd be worried the government could take my property away from me. But my property is not in default. Okay? Are we clear on that? Holy fuck, man. This is not rocket science.
Vaughn's the property's listed in your mother's name on the newspaper.
Well, they can't be in my mother's name because they're in my name. So if you try to buy property in my mother's name, you're going to get laughed at because it's all in my name. Oh my fucking God. My property is not delinquent. Oh my God. You fucking dumbass. If my property was delinquent, I would have already lost it, you fucking morons. No, that's not why it's in the paper. The reason it's in the paper is because some fucking troll put it in there. Under my mother's name, no less. The property isn't in my mother's name, you goofball. It's in my name. So the ad in the paper is wrong. All right. Paying property taxes on someone else's land does not automatically grant ownership of that
All right,
land.
hold on. You're yelling. What did I miss? I'm back. What
These
happened?
fuckers are in the goddamn outside chat saying they're going to take my property. No, they're not.
All right, hold on. Okay, Vaughn, fuck's sake. Just because they come in and troll doesn't mean you have to go fucking ballistic.
I know, but listen to
listen to me. Just don't fucking pay attention and just block them, ban them. I banned them. They're gone.
I know, but but there's just going to be thousands more come right in behind them. So let me say this. All right, this is Bing's AI. All right, what does it say? Paying the property taxes on someone else's land does not automatically grant ownership of that land. However, there are legal doctrines and processes that might come into play, such as adverse possession and partition actions. But that shit is never going to happen because my property is locked in a fucking estate. You fucking morons. Second of all, it's not delinquent, you fucking morons. But there it is in black and white. Paying the taxes on someone else's land does not automatically grant ownership of that land. Period. End of story. And end of fucking discussion. Now, John, if anybody else brings it up, they're to be instantly banned. Okay? Because this solves the problem right here. This answers the question. All this talk about paying my taxes does not mean they're going to get my land. No, it fucking does not, because it's locked in a goddamn estate through a fucking court of law. You dumb fucks. And whoever put the ad in the paper put the damn land under my mother's name. It's not even under my mother's name. It's under my name. So whoever put the ad in the paper fucked up now, didn't they? You know, we're getting down to the wire. That is true. And it does look bad. It really does. I ain't gonna lie. It looks bad. I mean, there's, if I did not know what the gods have said, I'd be sweating bullets. And part of me is. Part of me is like, holy shit, man, I'm going to lose everything. The trolls are right. I'm going to lose everything. And the gods are like, we ain't played our chess piece yet. Let's say the YouTube trolls are correct. And I can't pay my taxes. And the government puts a lien on it and sells my property right out from underneath me. Ah, we won again. Not so fast. Not so fast. Because if that's the case, then all that's going to be done is they're going to sell those properties, and that'll just open the door for the gods to give me more property, bigger property, better property. So I mean, even if that happens, I still fucking win because I'm not going to lose. The gods did not bring me through all of this bullshit just to let me lose. The trolls are sitting there, oh, we're going to destroy it. We're going to finally destroy Von Helden. No, you're not. No, you're not.
You got a message for people before we go?
I have a message for all the scumbags, losers, and killers and haters of this world. Evil must be punished, and it will. Why do you think the gods have me take real estate law? So that I would know what the fuck to do when all this bullshit tried to start up. Because I know who's doing this. It's Robert motherfucking Stivers. And Stivers is the one that put that in the paper. I'd almost bet on it. Because it's under my mom. He put it under my mom's name instead of mine. Well, see, the first thing I did was I went to the courthouse. I went to the clerk's office and put everything in my name. So that ad that you're looking at is totally false. It's not real. Because none of the properties are in my mother's name. They're all in my name. So that ad is fake. It's not real. Can't be real. And if you go to buy the property, they're going to laugh at you. They're going to say, well, it's not in Alice Helden's name. It's in James Paul Von Helden's name, which it is. But see, you guys keep bringing up this fucking property like you can just waltz in here and buy it. No, you can't. I already showed you on Bing AI where Bing told you can't do that shit. When it's locked in an estate, you can't do that. You can't buy the property. Sorry. Now, if I miss paying my taxes 2 or 3 times in a row, then the state would come and put a lien on my property. And then I would be in some hot water. Well, I haven't got to that place, though. And I'm nowhere near getting to it either, because I'll have the taxes paid long before then. And if you did stupidly put money down for that fake ass ad, then you're an idiot, Paul Wayman. You're a fucking idiot. But please come on down here to the great state of Kentucky, Paul, because as soon as you get down here, I'm having your ass arrested. So please come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right, motherfucker, and I'm going to have your ass arrested. As soon as your feet touch Kentucky soil, I'm going to have your fucking ass arrested.
I had some questions about the stuff in the paper, so I called the Clay County clerk today and asked him, are those prices that are in the paper, do they include any fees? And the nice lady said, no, that's the base tax. That's the actual assessed tax value. All the fees that have been accumulating are in addition to that. But basically, let's just say that he owes a little over $4,000 already.
Well, did he get an official government letter? No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. He got 2.
I haven't seen it.
Why do you think he'd show it to you? They're required to send 2 notices.
Well, he never told me that he got one, so.
Well, so if he didn't tell you, then it didn't happen. Are you really that
you guys
dumb?
that put an ad out in the paper, I guarantee you that.
There's no ad in the paper. It's a list of delinquent properties. They're required by law to put those in the paper, so people
if you
can.
Look at the property. There's a street view. Anyone can take a picture of it.
Nobody's talking about a picture, Cisco. We're talking about what was in the paper. What was in the paper was a list of delinquent taxes, for 2023. See, that's what's that's on the Clay County Clerk site, Beverly Craft. She's the Clay County's clerk. And you see what I highlighted there? 5 properties that say help Malice and how much that are owed, and there's a little description. What do you got to say about that, Cisco? Control, make Beverly Craft put that up on the
Oh, you
website.
ever hear about inspect element?
Inspect element.
Yep. Firefox.
So you're saying this is fake?
Could be edited. You never know.
So maybe take this opportunity, Todd, if you don't mind. Like, what exactly is up for grabs here? It's a lien against the property. So
right. You buy what they call a tax delinquency certificate for each property, and that means you basically pay the tax plus all those ridiculous fees and commissions that all these county officials get, penalties, late fees, interest. You pay all that, and you get a certificate that says you are owed, or you paid the tax, and now you are owed this much. The property owner gets to stay on the property for the what they call it, the redemption period, which in Kentucky is 365 days. He still has to pay the county the taxes, and the county will pay the third-party purchaser back they will buy back the certificate. So, and then you can also add on lots of fees. You can add collection costs and, of course, interest. There's a 1% interest per month. So it's a little bit of an investment with the county government. You pay for these taxes and you get some money. You get your money back plus some interest. That's how people invest in these things. Now, if the rub comes, if he doesn't pay within 365 days, most general tax lien websites and informational videos will tell you at that point you can foreclose on the property. But I've also heard that in Kentucky, at that point, it goes to a public auction of the property where maybe you get first dibs or something. But there's some information out there that they actually publicly auction the property at that point. And you would probably get your money back as a piece of that auction. Well, if I'm right, and it's really over $4,000 because of all the fees that have been added at this point and the commissions for various county officials that they get, that's $4,000 is a big deal for Vaughn. Remember, he only gets about $700 a month. He has 2 renters at $300, and Tim is paying $100. That's $700 a month, and he's got to buy food and he's got to pay his other bills. Right. I don't see how he's going to come up with $4,000.
Vaughn's a baron. He's exempt from property taxes. You know, I actually looked into that. And due to the fact that I got all these damn people buried on my property, it actually is a tax write-off.
I told you. I was the one that told you about that.
But I have to go and I have to register that. But once I register it, yeah, it's a tax write-off. Isn't it amazing? Now, it doesn't cover all my properties. It only covers this property, the property where the people are actually buried. But yeah, I got a little mini cemetery right here on my property. I've got some Allens buried here. I got some Hackers buried here. I got some Frost buried here. I got my mom buried here. I got, I even got family pets buried here, for fuck's sake. So, I mean, yeah, but you have to go and register that shit. But once I register it, yeah, I'll get a big tax write-off. Why don't you call and get the ad removed? I made some calls today.
Why waste your time with nonsense, dude?
Yeah, the calls I made today were far more important than calling and get a damn ad taken out of the paper. I mean, like I said, if my property was in any danger of anybody taking it, them fuckwads down there with $32 million of my fucking inheritance would have already done so. Hello?
Yeah,
they would have
the Frost would have jumped on that. The Frost would have been all over that like white on rice.
The Frost would have already been all over it. They would have already gotten the property.
Vaughn is correct. His property is not up for sale.
No.
What is up for sale is the tax debt. Somebody can pay your tax bill, and you will have to pay them back. You've said all this.
Yeah, that's what I've said.
I'm going to pay the tax bill. I'm paying the tax bill.
He's paying. John's paying the tax.
If you pay it by the 18th, then nobody can buy it because that's the day of the sale.
Correct.
If you don't get it all done then, they can buy some, and then you can pay them back with a little interest. That's all that's going on.
Yeah, because you're not getting the property. The property is locked in an estate.
Right.
And why do they keep saying that they're going to get my property? They're not getting my property.
Now, if you don't pay, you get 365 days after the 18th. And if you don't have it paid off by then somebody can foreclose. But that's a year in advance. So you've got some time.
Yeah, that doesn't happen for like January or some shit.
Well, it'd be a year from September 18th. You would
Well,
have to pay,
you're
pay
from
2023
yeah,
for 2023.
right.
Now, what you got to look out for, Vaughn, there's some fees. There's the sheriff's fee. There's a county clerk fee. There's a county attorney fee. There's penalties,
Right, but see,
1% per month. It
but
adds
I
up.
got but I got an extension, so none of that shit is supposed to be happening.
Well, somebody lied to you because the fees continue to accumulate.
Oh, do they?
You might call the county clerk and see what your total is right now with fees.
Right.
That'd probably be a good idea.
Yeah.
I think it's a little more than you think.
So the first, did you get everyone got paid up and everyone's good?
Well, that's what I'm hoping. Of course, being Sunday and then tomorrow being a holiday, I suspect I probably won't get paid until, probably Tuesday or Wednesday, but that's okay. The one guy said Wednesday would be the earliest, but, because the holiday throws a monkey wrench and everything. So that's to be expected, though. So hopefully I'll get a big enough haul to where that I can go on ahead and pay these dumbass taxes and get them out of the way. I didn't realize that they would put a fucking ad in the damn paper just because I didn't pay in January. That's kind of stupid. But
They should have at least called you up first before they make you look like a
they
bitch,
should have
right?
had the decency to call me and say what they were going to do, considering it is my property and not theirs.
Works out. Everything's gonna work out. It
Well,
don't matter.
if I run short a few $100 or something, I'm sure you can cover me and I can pay you back whenever. I mean, I went online. It says how long before a lien goes into default? 10 fucking years. 10 years, not 10 days, trolls. Not 10 months or weeks, trolls. Not 10 months, trolls. 10 years. But yeah, so I got let me try and think here. I got such and such from that one. And I got such and such from that one. And then I got such and such from that one. So that would be.
What does that come down to?
I'm trying to figure it out. Let me see here. Because I may need your help, whether I like it or not. Let's see here. Okay, that. And then that. And then that. I may need your help. Yeah, I might need your help. No kidding. I might need your help. I don't know. Either that or just go to the fucking bank and see if they'll give me a loan. I doubt they will because my credit's shot to hell.
Hey, I just wanted to ask Vaughn if he'd talked to the county clerk yet.
We already covered that, dude.
We already covered it.
Any other
I missed
questions?
it. Did they give you a
Yeah,
payout?
I know. No. What I'm going to do, I'm going to just go on ahead and pay him. I'm just going to pay him.
Did they give you an amount?
No, I'm just going to go pay it. I'm going to go to the sheriff's office and pay it.
Well, you have to know what the amount is to pay it, though.
No, they have it all on record there. All I got to do is go in there and pay it.
Well, I'm aware you got to pay it, but how do you know how much it is?
How's work today, Todd?
It's
Hang on.
around a couple grand. That's
What?
all. It's just around a couple grand.
How's work today, Todd?
4,000.
No, it's not going to be 4,000. The only way it would be 4,000 is if it went in default. It is not went in default.
No, not default. There's 70% fees when you have to pay it after June.
And
Well, at the very least, you can always sell the trailer that Larry was in. It's probably worth at least 3,000, I'd imagine.
Yeah,
Even if it
well,
takes a little fixer upper, but
yeah, it's worth more than that.
someone will buy that for three grand, guaranteed.
Yeah, well, it's worth more than that actually, but whatever.
Even empty lots are worth pretty much 3 grand.
Yeah, somebody offered me 10 grand for that field out there, but
Well, then call him back.
Well, here's the thing though. If I give them my land and then later on I pull myself up by my bootstraps and get my shit together, then I ain't got that land no more to develop. If I sold the property over there where Larry used to live, I would let the land go for, I don't know, 20 grand, because there's a lot of land. I mean, it's a lot.
Yeah, the land is worth more than the actual trailer.
It's a shit ton of land. Okay, so the land would be 20, and the trailer itself, yes, you're right, about 3 for the trailer. So I'd let it go for 23, I guess. The problem is, though, again, if I get rid of it, then I don't have any income.
Now this fucker cost me. This fucking cost me
a lot of days of fucking Uber. That's for fucking sure. I think it was like I think this was almost $2,000 for this ring. I got $12 in cash. This is like emergency money. I literally am down to $12 and then a couple of bucks on the card from the Uber that I do. That's literally I'm going hand to mouth here. I'm waiting for my paycheck, and the paycheck comes. The fucking car payment has to be made, and I gotta help Vaughn out if he needs money with taxes. So I'm down to nothing if I help Vaughn. Where's the ring at? Look at this is gonna be the wedding. I don't know if this is gonna focus, but that's gonna be the wedding ring.
Damn, that's a hell of a rock, dude.
It's a nice fucking rock, right?
All right.
Nice
Fuck, I'd marry you for that rock.
It cost me about it was a little under 2,000.
Oh, really?
It's a little under 2,000.
So in other words, you spent my tax money on that. Okay, good. Yeah, I'll remember that.
Hey, man, I listen. If you do need a couple of dollars, my next paycheck, I might be able to help you. So settle down, Sparky.
Yeah, I know. It's all right. We'll get her took care of.
Hopefully you don't need my help because, to be honest with you, I can't really lend money out. I don't have money to give out. I mean, I know you give it back to me, but I don't know if I can go without money because I got to make my car payment. I got to make my insurance payment. I gotta, do a lot of things here. Yeah, man, everything's gonna be okay, right, Vaughn?
I hope so. But if not, then it's not. I mean, I'd like to win the lottery tonight and end this shit once and for all. But, it all depends on whether the gods want me to win it or not. It's up to them.
What's
standing
going on
again.
with the taxes, Vaughn? Are they paid or not? How much do you
No,
owe
not yet. I ain't paid them yet.
When are they due by? The 19th, right?
I think it's like the 18th or 19th. Yeah, something like
Vaughn, you have got to pay them. That's something you can't fucking just say, I'm going to wait a week
well
late and pay
I'm
like
well
your
aware of
fucking
my
electric bill.
I am well aware of my situation, but the renters ain't paid the rent. That's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on the renters to pay the rent. Then I'll go pay
I
the
thought
tax.
John was helping you out with this, and you're going to pay him back.
Well, that's the plan. With the renter money and with John helping me, I should be able to pay the taxes.
John, how much does he owe on them taxes?
I think he said like 1,000, a couple of 100,000, 1,500.
Are you loaning it to him or what? What's going on there?
Well, it depends on how much he needs. It depends on how much I can give.
You guys better
I
figure
could
that
probably
shit out.
I could probably get away. I could probably give him like $300-400, but it's only on the
They're
condition
due in like a couple of days, right? That's something you can't fucking pay late, is what I'm saying. Hey Vaughn, let me ask you a question here, bro.
Yeah.
Have you called the clerk of courts or the county courthouse to find out your total?
No.
In case we have to have a fundraiser here.
No, I haven't.
To raise your tax. We're gonna have to have a fundraiser this weekend, guys. We're gonna have to run 24/7.
Nobody's gonna give them money.
Yeah, they will. Look how much money they gave Larry to move.
We are doing a fundraiser for Von Helton. He owes a little bit money on the taxes, but that's okay. It's not too much. Now the trolls are saying it's over $5,000. That is absolutely a lie. It's $2,000 at most, right, Vaughn? It's $2,000.
I would think, yeah. I don't think it's going to be no $5,000.
Right. So just everyone, if you can hit that Cash App, so please donate to James Vaughn. I call him Vaun, but his first name is Mr. James. So if you want to donate to James, go donate to James.
Yeah.
We would appreciate it. It will keep the show going. It will make Vaughn happy. It would make me happy. Everyone will be happy.
Yeah, if you want me to sign a document saying that I'll repay you, fine. I don't have a problem with that. None whatsoever. How much are you willing to give me, though? Are you willing to give me $5,000 just in case it really is $5,000? Or are you going to only give me $2,000 or $1,000? What do you want to? How much can you give? But yeah, if you want me to sign a document saying I will repay you, that's not a problem. I have no problem. You give me a Cash App, and I'll just send you, I don't know, $200-300 until I have you paid back up. It'll all be took care of, guaranteed. And any money that I don't use to pay the taxes will be given back to you as well. So, and the nice thing about Cash App is that I've got a ready-made
receipt right there proving that I paid you back. So it works out great that way. Because the renters owe me, this renter here owes me 2 months. This renter over here owes me a month. And the renter over at Fat Larry's owes me a month. Vaughn, why don't you sell one of your mom's war bonds to pay off the taxes with? Because my mother's war bonds were stolen by the Frosts, remember? Yeah, they were really stolen, bro. Yeah, they were really stolen. Would you like to see the empty lockbox they came in? I can show it to you. There's one of the lockboxes that the documents came in. And as you can see, it's empty. Aaron Beckham says, good evening. Hope you guys are getting well. Did you get some good donations? And what are we up to? We're up to actually $0. So you could be the first, Aaron. Put $100 down and start a trend. Oh, Vaughn, if you get Patreon, we'll help you. We'll subscribe to you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, Vaughn, if you get PayPal, we'll add to your PayPal. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, Vaughn, if you get Cash App, we'll add to your Cash App. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, I keep waiting. Ain't nothing happening. Did I get that 5,000 money from the donation drive yesterday? Fuck no. I didn't even get $1. Even the dude that occasionally sends me some money on my Cash App, even he stopped. I don't know why, but he stopped.
I wish we did better, man. I wish I was a better friend.
Well, why didn't you play the lottery last night? You might have won.
I might have won. I really don't have money to play the lottery, to be honest with you.
You ain't got $1? Or excuse me, $2. It's $2 a line. You have $2 to play the line.
I mean, I do have $2, but I need to save the money for.
I'm going to try calling the ACLU, seeing if them motherfuckers can help me, because this is bullshit. If Clay County would pay me the fucking money they owe me, my taxes would have been paid in January. They wouldn't be late. They're late because Clay County refused to pay me my fucking money. And by the way, if there's anybody out there that's a fucking lawyer that's willing to work with me pro bono, I will give you $1 million cash if you will recover my $32 million from them goddamn Frosts and the $67,000 from CPS and the $74,000 from District Court. If you will recover my money, I will give you $1 million cash. I don't care what state you're in. If you're a competent lawyer and you're licensed to work in the state of Kentucky, get your ass down here and fucking represent me, and you get $1 million cash. That's my offer. And anybody that doesn't take it is stupid, because I don't think even a lawyer is going to get $1 million every day. So now take me up my fucking offer, people. There's got to be a lawyer out there that's willing to work pro bono and give me my fucking money away from this goddamn county so that I can pay my bills.
I'll be honest with you, Vaughn. They're probably going to want more than $1 million for 32. They're probably going to want at least 8.
No, there's pro bono lawyers out there. It's just that for whatever reason here in Kentucky, they're scaredy cats. They're afraid of fucking Stivers. They're a bunch of fucking scaredy cats. But I ain't gonna lose my property. I mean, you know, if it really did look like I was going to lose my property, I'd just put it up for sale. Problem solved. You know, I just say, hey, you know, fuck your taxes. I'm putting the shit up for sale. Fuck you. Now, what are they going to do? Say no? I mean, they can't say no. I just put the shit up for sale, and then fuck them all, and take that money, hop on me a plane to Mother Russia, and go hang out with Vlad. My former enemy, ironically. You know, if I lose everything tomorrow, I've still had a good run. I've had a good run. I defeated these fucking trolls in court when it mattered the most. So, you know, I've had a good run. I lost everything.
You did.
I lost everything, but you know, but I still have my dignity, and I still have my sanity, and I still have, you know, because I should have lost my sanity and dignity a long time ago, but I haven't. I still got those things. And so, you know, the trolls weren't able to take that away from me.
You might have to just start knocking on these doors and saying, hey, you got to start paying rent, or you're going to have to get the fuck on out of here.
Well,
man.
exactly. You know, well, see, they think I'm penniless. They think I ain't got no money. And so, you know, because it costs money to boot these fuckers off my property. You know, you got to pay 200 and something to the damn court Then you got to pay another
But
60.
I thought you said Tim found some good people to put in these places.
Well, I thought they were good people too, but I mean, this one's 2 months behind, that one's a month behind, the one over at Larry's is a month behind. So maybe they didn't. Maybe this whole damn thing was a setup. You never know. You never know. I mean, I've got hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of damage to these properties because of the frost. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. That roof is going to have to be replaced. Well, how much you think that is? You think that's a couple $100? No, that's thousands of dollars. Every bit of damage the frost has done to this property is thousands of dollars of damage. It ain't a few $100 to fix. Ain't nobody going to get up on that roof and fix that entire fucking roof. Because see, once you dig into it, oh, well, there's just a little spot in the bathroom. Yeah, but once you dig into the wood, you got to dig back to good wood. You can't just stop at that black spot there. You got to dig back until you get to good wood, because if you don't, it's all going to collapse any goddamn way. I know that somebody somewhere in the goddamn state of motherfucking Kentucky should have a brain and step back and say, wait a minute, this man's entire fucking family was wiped out. He lost everything. And then the motherfucking Robert motherfucking Stivers blocks me from getting my goddamn disability SSI and VA. I even had a fucking lawyer lined up. Isaacs was working to get me my shit. Congressman Stivers of the state of Kentucky calls Corbin and literally blocks my attorney, Isaacs and Isaacs, from getting my disability, my SSI, and my VA. Yeah, he fucking did. Yes.
Isn't that like an abuse of his authority or something?
Just like he called up to London and cut off my food stamps, just like he called Jackson Electric over in Jackson County and cut off my electric, just like he called Manchester Water in Manchester, Kentucky and cut off my water. Yes, he fucking called Corbin and and blocked me from getting my shit. Well, blocked my attorney. Because Isaacs and Isaacs emailed me back, said, we can't do nothing. We can't get in there to get your stuff. Well, who has the power to do that? Stivers is the only one I know that's got that kind of power, because he's a Kentucky congressman. Let him fucking go to court. Let him take me to court. Take me to court, Stivers. Take me to court, you son of a bitch.
All right.
No, I hope he does. Because if he does, then I'll put it all out there. Like I'm over there starving to death. I'm over there starving to death because he cut off my food stamps up in London. I had to contact a state supervisor to get my goddamn food stamps turned back on. A state supervisor. Well, who the fuck has the power to shut shit off at the state level? Stivers is the only one that has that power. He's the only one that has that power. Nobody else has that power. He's the only one.
So did the people next door pay up this month?
Not yet. I gotta go get it. I guess I'm gonna have to camp out on their front porch because they.
Well, I'd say just go ask for it nicely, and then if they don't, write them up a letter, give them their 2 weeks notice, and then call the sheriff.
Yep, that's what I got to do. See, they were going to pay last month's rent on the 15th.
Mm-hmm.
Then he pushed me back to the 31st for last month's rent. Then he was going to pay this month's rent on the 1st. I said, are you going to be able to do a quick turnaround like that? He said, yes, I'll be able to do it. I said, okay, fine. So I let it ride. And so 15th come, he never paid. I was expecting that though. But the 31st come, he never paid. The first come, he never paid. Second come, he never paid. Third, fourth. Now here we are the 9th. They still haven't paid. So I have to wonder what the hell's going on,
Did you ever follow up with the tax guy about the situation?
What guy?
Like whoever does the taxes in Kentucky.
Oh, no.
Like with the county or something?
No, I'm just gonna get the money together and pay it. Or I'm gonna sell my property.
Hi, Vaughn.
What's on your mind?
Sorry to hear about your tax issue. I hope it works out for you.
I'm sure you do. What's on your mind?
Well, in all seriousness, do you got a plan B?
Do I have a plan B? Yeah, sell the property. I can sell the property right fucking now. I've already got 3 buyers. Did you know that? I already got 3 buyers. I can sell the property right fucking now.
So, Vaughn, that was for the 2023 taxes. The 2024s are due when?
January. January ain't here yet.
So this all comes back again in January.
Correct. Every January you have to pay. And so I'm paying for 2023s, and then 2024s will be. Wait a minute, I did pay 2023s. I had $32,000. I caught up all my fucking taxes. So this has to be 2024 I'm paying on. It has to be, because I got my taxes all caught up. I wasn't
Well,
behind on nothing.
it's on the Clay County delinquent tax for 2023. That's why it's still in your mom's name.
Okay, first of all, nobody is saying who the fuck put it in there. Nobody is.
The county clerk did.
Well, the county clerk is wrong then, because like I said, I had 32,000 in the bank. I know all my taxes are caught up. They have to be, because I'm not going to let them be delinquent. So they have to be caught up.
Wait a minute. So how can you be saying that you got an extension if the 2023 taxes are paid? The 2024 taxes aren't even due until January. Well, what is it?
No, the 2024 was due this January, and that's what I'm paying on 2024. If I took that money and I used it to pay off all my bills, pay off all my debts, pay off everything that was owed, and all the taxes and shit. So I know I ain't behind. I can't be behind because I paid them all off. I got everything put in my name, even got that done. Everything's in my name. See, that's what I'm saying. That thing on in the newspaper or whatever, it can't be real, because none of the properties are in my mother's name. They're all in my name.
Yeah, but this was from 2023.
Well, there's no way I could owe 2023 because I would have paid 2023. I would have paid it.
Maybe that's one of the reasons why you need to call the city or the county clerk and get that cleared up, because it's on their website.
Stivers did this shit. Okay, so calling the Clay County clerk ain't going to do shit, because Stivers probably told him, yeah, don't tell him shit. Don't let him do nothing. One good thing about it is if they do start a bunch of shit, at least I'll get represented in court, and then I can just ask for a change of venue.
What do you mean?
Exactly what I mean. My stuff is tied up in a court of law. My stuff is in an estate. An estate is tied up in a district court. Okay.
So how can you sell any property?
Well, that's the thing. I'd have to break the estate, which is easy done. I just got to go into court and say, I'm breaking the estate, and that's the end of it. But
what do you mean, break the estate? I don't understand what you mean by that.
The judge left it entirely into my hands when to end the Alice Helton estate. I can literally pick whenever I want.
So
as
far as the county is concerned, the estate is still in your mom's name?
No, it's in my name. Everything is in my name. That's why I'm saying that damn ad on the TV, in the newspaper or whatever the fuck it is. It's not real. It can't be real.
It's not an ad. It's the Clay County delinquent tax site. You can Google it and look at it.
And that was one of my renters to pay me my rent. So
there you go.
There we go.
All of it?
No. He owes $20. He said he'll have to give me the $20 later, but $20, okay. He's making the attempt. He's actually trying. So I mean, down here it's tough. People have to get odd jobs to make money. I understand that. I'm not stupid, and so I realize times are tough. And he said he'd give me the other 20 whenever, so it's fine. I ain't gonna bust his balls over $20. He got the majority of it. So, okay, that's 2 renters down. Now we need is that one over there, and we'll be in the beeswax. So, and apparently they've started jobs where they're working long hours, and so they're never home. According to the guy down the road, they're never home because they're working long hours. And if that's the case, well, then hey, as long as they're working and busting ass, so that's fine. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, like I said, I'll make damn sure the property is absolutely worthless by the time I leave. I'll put salt and vinegar all over this goddamn land. You won't be able to grow nothing. You won't be able to pour concrete. You won't be able to do shit with it. I'll make damn sure of that. You'll be sued into oblivion. For what, dumbass? I own the land. I own this land. I can do with it whatever the fuck I want. Where are you getting this sued shit? Ain't nobody going to sue me for fucking up my own goddamn land. No, they're not.
You're a dumbass troll. Quit being a dumbass troll. It's my fucking land. I can do with it whatever the fuck I want. If I want to burn everything on this property down to the ground, I can do it. It's my land. I can do with it what I want. As long as I don't, set the surrounding forest on fire, of course. As long as it's only my land that burns, hey, there's not a goddamn thing they can do about it. It's my land. I can do with it what I want. Apparently, there is some money that may be coming my way. And there is no, the gods have already said anybody that tries to do a spell to try to block this money from me getting it will be dealt with harshly. This is a straight message from the gods. They will deal with you harshly if you attempt to cast a spell, call someone, do anything to try to stop me from getting this money. You will be dealt with harshly. Now, they didn't go into detail and I didn't ask, but that's all they said. So if you're dumb,
No, it's not a loan, is it?
No, it is not a loan. No, it is not a loan. It's not even a grant. It's not a loan. It's not a grant. It is a financial means out of my morass.
That's
Let's
good.
put it that way.
How long is this going to take into effect?
It is not going to take very long. I just have to. I have to make a few more phone calls, and I have to do some things, and fill out some paperwork as usual. I mean, that's how that shit works. And but once I take care of the paperwork end and do some things, jump through the hoops and all that good shit, I should be extremely happy. I'll be extremely happy. Well, see, that's the thing. According to this document, did I read this document to you? I don't think I did.
Well, don't give out too much info.
Let me read it again and have the trolls cry. Remember also, homeowners age 65 or older or those who are 100% disabled. Hello, lymphedema, anybody? Receiving benefits from a federal agency or by any retirement system are entitled to the homestead exemption. The current value of the exemption is $46,350 of the assessment value. If you have any questions, feel free to contact our office. So there. Well, guess what, boys and girls? I turned 61 this October.
You're only a few years away and you're already
I'm only a
disabled.
few years away. And this money that I'm talking about that I should be getting here very shortly will cover that those 3 years, 4 years, whatever. Even if it was 5 years, it would probably cover it and keep me solvent until I turn 65. And then once I turn 65, I ain't got to pay shit. I ain't got to pay nothing. If I read that right, I ain't got to pay a damn thing. So there you go. It's all over. It's all over but the shouting, as they say. Went to the clerk's office and told her, yeah, is my shit for sale? And she looked at me like I was a space alien and said no. And I said, there's a listing. And she said, yes, it's an old listing under your mother's name. But your shit is not for sale. Your shit is not going up for sale tomorrow. No, it is not. Yeah, because I went in there today. She said, yeah, we saw that. We saw that posting, but it's an old posting from when your mom had the properties. You've obviously got an extension since then, because apparently it was posted a long time ago too. The way she talked, the article was put up long before I got the extension. Okay. But here's what she said. She said, because you have the extension, you are on a payment plan and you need to go find your paperwork so that you can start making the damn payments. But you're on a payment plan as a result of your extension. Nobody can touch your shit. She didn't use those words, obviously. She was more polite about it. I'm using my vernacular. But, so nobody can touch you. She said, now there was one business that comes in every year and they look at stuff. And I said, could they buy my stuff? And she said, I guess they probably could make the attempt. But since you've got an extension and you got payments set up, I highly doubt it. Not only that, but you're not listed. I mean, that listing is an old listing from when your mother was still alive. So it's not even a valid listing. It's under your mother's name, not your name. So it's not a valid listing.
That's
And
at
it's
least
an old
that's at
listing.
least 3 years old. That's at least 3 years old.
Yeah, and she and you got an extension, which means you're on payments now.
Okay.
And she said, just find your paperwork and make a damn payment. That's all you got to do. And you know, you're not in a. And I said, now is my property going into default? Is there going to be a lien put on my property? Is the police going to come and arrest me and kill my ass and take my property and give it to the fucking pro? She said, I was polite about it, of course. She said, no, of course not. She said, none of that shit's going to happen. None of it's going to happen. She said, absolutely not. Nothing is going to happen. You are not in any danger. Your property's not in any danger. It's a big fat nothing burger, basically, is what she was saying. So I mean, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. There's no truth to it. She said there's absolutely no. But anyway, I have to give credit to the gods. The gods, were saying, hey man, we're not worried. Why are you? And I'm, of course, I'm freaking out as a mere mortal. I don't know what the fuck's going on. So, I'm sitting there freaking out. And they're like, we're not freaking out. Why are you?
So you were wrong about the taxes.
Yeah, you brought me up, so I wanted to respond about being wrong, and I think you said I lied, but Vaughn, I'm going to call him in the morning and confirm that your 5 properties the tax liens are for sale.
They're not for sale, dude. What part of I went to the courthouse today and the clerk's office today and asked them, I am not for sale. There is nothing for sale.
Okay, I'm gonna call
for sale.
They open
if
at
you call them and start a bunch of shit with me,
I'm not starting
I'll
shit.
have your ass arrested.
It's public information. I'm going to ask about the public information. They open at 7 o'clock.
No, you're meddling in my personal affairs.
I'm not meddling. I'm asking about public information.
If you call Clay County and start a bunch of shit.
I'm not starting any shit. I'm just going to ask.
You are.
I'm going to ask if they're for sale.
I would consider it starting shit.
I've already got this shit handled.
I'm just asking if these properties are available for sale.
Why is it? First of all, Todd, why isn't any of your? First of all, Todd,
because you called me a liar. You called me a liar.
Todd, it's none of your fucking business.
You're messing with my personal shit. This is my
property,
not yours.
I'm going to prove I'm not a liar.
If you call over there and start a bunch of shit,
calling in the morning.
I will have your ass arrested.
I'm calling in the morning and I'm going to ask if those liens are for sale, and I'm going to ask if you can get extensions on property tax because you lied about that too. And I'm going to record the call, and then I'm going to post it on YouTube. So I'm giving you a chance right now. I'm giving you a chance right now to back away.
And
give you a chance. Fuck you. This is your last chance to back off. I'm going to prove you're a liar tomorrow.
Backing off of shit. But what I will do is if you do call over there and start a bunch of shit with my personal property, because there's no question it's my property, motherfucker. You call over to Clay County and start a bunch of shit, I will have you arrested because that is invasion of privacy. It is fucking harassment. You're trying to get me in trouble with the law when I'm not guilty of a damn thing. So yeah, I will have your fucking ass arrested, Toad. You better not do it, motherfucker. And everybody's hearing me tell me I'm going to have you arrested for real.
Bye.
We're gonna sing back door. And if I find out, Toad, that you was working with Robert Stivers to start this shit in the first place, you wish to God you were never born, because you won't just stand in front of a judge. I'll throw your ass in federal prison.
Clerk's office.
Good morning. I know it's a busy day for you, but I got a couple of questions about the sale that I need to clarify. I've got a representative coming down to buy some certificates today, and I need to see if there's a lot of 5 that I'm interested is still up for sale.
Okay, so you just need to know if a tax bill's still up for sale?
Yes, it said on the website that some might not be, even though they're advertised, they might not be available for sale. So I've got some questions about the block I'm interested in.
Okay, do you have a bill number or anything?
Yeah, it's bills number 4910 to 4914. They're all under the name Alice Helton.
So 4910 to 4914, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, none of those have been paid, so they're still up for sale.
Okay. My question for you is it possible that someone got a tax extension and is on a payment plan and it's on there by mistake and not for sale? Because
yeah, that would be possible. If they had filed a payment plan, well, you got your your other things that are on the protected list. And then I think the county attorney may have had 4 people or something that had not completed their payment plans, but they had them almost complete, and they put those on the protected list as well. And I don't have for record. I talked to, she said that was on Alice Hilton, and I talked to her son yesterday. And he thought that he had a payment plan or an extension until the end of September. And there is no extension until the end of September. Everything had to be cleared out by September the 1st, and he had not paid any partial payments on it. I talked to him yesterday, and he said that he almost had it and that he would come in and make some partials on them. And I said, well, we will need your payment plan because we can't take partials on, 2023 tax bills at this point without certification from the county attorney. And so I didn't talk to him. I think so yesterday. I mean, in person, he did walk in here yesterday, but I didn't talk to him, and he did not make any payments. So
that's what I'm concerned.
So I don't know if he didn't have his papers with him, or because he said, and I said, well, what does your papers say? This is when I was talking to him, and what do your papers say? Well, he couldn't find them.
So, Vaughn, can you explain to me how you think this is illegal? Because this is all like publicly available information. All he did was make a phone call.
Well, see, here's the thing, though. It's the intent. All right. The intent was to do malice. All right. Not only that, but it's fucking stalking. I mean, come on. It's fucking stalking. All right. It would be different if he was some kind of LLC that purchases property regularly, like the lady told me in the clerk's office. If he was some kind of LLC company that purchases property as a matter of routine, and that they had been registered with the state of Kentucky for years, and they went and inquired about my property, that's legal, because that's part of their business protocol. Okay, but a layperson, a normal person, an average Joe, cannot just call in and say, "Hey, I want to know about such and such's property," because if the clerk is smart, they're going to hang the phone up in their ear.
Well, why would they have even like talked to him if it was illegal for them to give the information?
Well, that's my hope, is that they hung up in his damn ear. That's what I'm hoping.
I mean, you say that you're gonna like report this to the sheriff, so
it's none. What part of it's none of his fucking business? Do you not understand? It's none of his fucking business what I do. It's none of his business to be prying into my business. Okay, that's invasion of privacy. It's stalking. And it's a goddamn crime. Now, maybe he's not going to go to fucking Leavenworth, but he's going to still stand in front of a judge. He'll either have to pay a fine, or he might spend a few nights in jail, or both. But he's definitely going to have something done to him, because I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of people prying into my personal life. You don't have the right to pry into my personal life. There's nowhere in the Constitution says that a stranger can get into my shit. Nowhere. It's not there. I have a right to privacy. I have a right to be secure in my person. I have a right to redress grievances, but they ain't nowhere in there says you got a right to pry into my shit. It's not in the Constitution anywhere. It's not in the federal Constitution, and it's not in any state constitution. So yeah, I'm going to have his fucking ass put in front of a judge. The woman said that, yeah, I got an extension, which gives me a payment plan, just like I fucking said. But see, Toad didn't hear that. He heard the payment plan, but he didn't hear the fact that she said that I got an exception, because that's what the payment plan is. The payment plan is the exception. And see, he didn't hear that because he didn't want to hear it. Okay,
right.
So
he only wants to hear what he wants to hear. He only wants to hear what he wants to hear.
Exactly. He only hears what he wants to hear. But I called the Oklahoma State Police, and they told me some things, and I did some things, and I also contacted my local police here, and I've contacted the county attorney's office here, and so we're going to get the ball rolling. Who knows? Maybe good old Toad will be the first one of these fuckers to get thrown in jail. When I tell you don't fucking harass me, that's what I fucking mean, Toad.
Don't fucking harass me. Yeah, an individual cannot buy these taxes, the taxes. It has to be a business, and it has to be a business that was registered months in advance, and it has to be somebody local that they know that they worked with previously. Okay.
And they have to at least notify you about any.
And they have to be
purchase.
notified in advance. Correct. That's right. Okay. Well, see, none of that shit. You can't just call down there and say, I'm going to buy Von Helden's taxes. No, it don't work that way. And I tried to tell that to Toad. And once again, Toad did not hear what I said. He only heard what he thought I said.
So Todd, you called in and made yourself look like an asshole.
Hey,
so
you made yourself look like an idiot.
Well, I missed all the stuff earlier. I've been busy at work. When can I expect the state troopers to show up?
As soon as I get my call tomorrow from the county attorney.
Oh, I thought you were going to call them this morning, first thing.
I called the Oklahoma State police. They said I have to call my local police. And so I called my local police, and they said I have to call the county attorney. So I called the county attorney's office and left a message for him to get back to me tomorrow morning.
You should have recorded that, see, and then you have some proof you did.
I don't need to record shit. I'm not a YouTube troll. I'm not a YouTube troll. I don't need to record anything. You were wrong on all three counts. You were wrong that I wasn't there in person. You were wrong that I didn't get an extension. You were wrong that it didn't create a payment plan. And granted, I haven't made a payment yet because the money I had on me was to pay my bills. But I can set up a payment at any time. I've got plenty of time. There's no rush. Everything about the whole damn thing was drummed up to make it look like I'm this loser piece of shit that's going to lose everything. Well, no, it didn't happen. And it's not true. And it never was true to begin with. Now it's early in the morning. Unfortunately, the wheels of justice turn slow down here, but they do turn. And so hopefully the county attorney's office will get up with me and we'll see what we can do about putting Toad in front of a judge. And then maybe he'll get a clue and say, oh, wow, you really can't call another state and try to get somebody's property taken away from them.
Right.
Because you can't. It's illegal, Todd. You fuck. The only people that can even try to register for that stuff is people that live here locally, that are businesses, and that are pre-registered, and that have been doing the shit for years. That's the only people they trust. They do not trust some random fucking caller calling up saying, yeah, I'm going to take Bond's property away from him. You ain't going to do shit. You're going to be pounding sand. Even if you were allowed to put money down on my property, you couldn't lay one finger on it because as soon as you did, the district court will be all over your ass like a chicken on a June bug.
Yeah.
My shit is tied up in fucking court, you morons. I could have took the estate down anytime I wanted. I'm not only the executor, I'm also the owner and administrator. I'm the chief cook and bottle washer, baby. I decide what happens with this property. Not you, not Stivers, not the Frost, not anybody. I decide what happens to this property. I got 2 years of business administration, 2 years of real estate law. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. And when I say you can't touch that fucking shit, that's exactly what I mean. Now, you trolls are thinking, well, I'll run out and get me an LLC. No, you won't, because there's a lot of shit you got to go through. And, plus you got to be registered with your state or your country. You have to have all kinds of legal shit done. So no, you're not going to run out and create an estate overnight, an LLC or whatever. You're not going to do that. It's not going to happen overnight. Now, the reason I was able to do it so easily is because I was left an inheritance.
Are you getting rent, Vaughn? That's what's important.
Yes, I'm getting some. I ain't getting none from these guys, but I'm getting rent from everybody else, so I'm okay.
Okay, when you say you're not getting rent from these guys, or it's the people directly next door?
These are the ones right here renting out my place, but maybe they'll try to catch me up. I hope so. I talked to his girlfriend or wife or whatever she is, and I said, look, man, see if you can hit your old man up for the money and get me caught up because, after the 31st, you're going to be owing 3 months rent. So you need to, you need to fucking
$300 a month, right?
No, $450 a month.
I'm still here. The troopers haven't come yet. Just wondering when to expect them.
Todd, let me
Are you really that excited about going to jail? Really?
Vaughn claims she said they weren't for sale when she clearly said they haven't been paid, so they're still for sale. He claims that
they're not.
He had an extension.
They're not for sale, Todd. They're not for sale.
You didn't listen to her.
She said
if you listen to her. She said they weren't on the fucking list for the 18th.
She said, and I quote, "They have not been paid and they're still for sale."
They're not
exactly what she said. Go
they
back and
were
watch
not on the list though for the
list.
18th.
The list you're talking about was the protected list, and that's the ones that can't be sold. You're not on the protected list.
If you bought Von's tax out of the goodness of your heart,
yeah,
could you? We all forgive each other. We all get along.
Well, you just have to. You'd have to pay me back. That's all.
I'll help pay you back, Von. I'll give Todd some money. I'll give Todd some money every month. Look, hold on. If Von gave you some money every month, I gave you some money every month, would you do it?
Well, you still pay the county. You don't pay me directly. The county would pay me once you pay.
Oh,
them.
okay.
But anyway, if we can get back to the taxing for just a moment, Vaughn, I didn't say I'm a business. I said I had a representative, which is true, in Kentucky that was going to buy some liens for me. That's not me saying I'm a business. That's me dealing with somebody local to buy for me, and I pay them back. You understand the difference?
Are they going to try and take his property from him because he didn't pay the taxes in full, or that's how it works here?
No, that's not how it works in Kentucky. They do the lien sale, and then somebody can buy the debt, and then the property owner would have another year to pay that person. Actually, it's a year from when they went delinquent, so it's from January 1st. So he'd have until January 1st to pay the person that bought the taxes.
Nothing's gonna happen.
Nothing's gonna happen.
I'm gonna end up having to fucking send Von $2,000 in the fucking mail. That's what's gonna end up happening.
Yeah, because they're not gonna stop.
You guys
did you, John? Okay, stop, John. Did you really think the trolls were gonna fucking stop fucking with me? Of course not. So yeah, you're gonna have to loan me the $2,000 to pay the damn taxes, so that these fuckers will leave me the fuck alone, or Solar is one, because they're not gonna stop. They're gonna keep calling down here, starting a bunch of shit. And now that Todd's done it, you know the other trolls are going to fucking do it too. There's only two ways they're going to stop, and that's if they're dead or in jail. Like I said, the lady at the desk made it abundantly clear that the only people that can purchase my property are
You're talking on deaf ears, Von. These people are not going to listen to you.
Those are the only people that can touch my fucking taxes.
Well, that's not true, because people invest in these things all over the United States, and it has nothing to do with you personally. They're buying a lien.
So the lady at the fucking so hold on. So the government lady at the fucking clerk's office lied to me. Bullshit,
well, I don't know if
Todd.
you didn't
Bullshit, Todd. Bullshit, Todd.
When
She's
nobody
not
knows
allowed
what
to
you
lie.
said, Vaughn, you didn't
She's
record
not allowed to lie, Todd.
I recorded it.
The only people that can purchase those taxes is somebody they know that is there locally in Kentucky that is filed months in advance. She
Well, that's
told
not
me
true.
that to my face.
Do I need to call
Okay?
back and ask them that question? Are the only people that can buy them people you know? Is that what you want me to do? That you want to call them back?
She told me what she told me.
Do you want me to call them back and ask that question?
No, I
You have
don't want
do
you
it.
to call them back. I think you've done enough.
I think maybe I'll do that. I'll show you. That
No,
you're
I
lying
think you've
again.
done enough. I think
I'll
if
do
you
that.
keep, if you keep going, there won't be any question. It's harassment then.
Oh well.
You
Maybe I'll-
made one phone call. You might be able to skate on that. You make more than one phone call, you won't skate on that.
I'm going to give you another chance, because I'm going to talk to Beverly Monday on cam again and post that up and ask some more questions about the process. Since I missed the sale this year and I mucked it up real good, I just want to get all the rules and how things work in Clay County. I was going to ask her about if individuals can buy, or if you're right. That only
Why do you? Okay, now, so basically, you're calling me a fucking liar.
I think
You're calling me a fucking liar because I already told you what the secretary behind the glass told me.
Okay, that's fine.
Let's try
Okay, Vaughn, I'm not going to call you a liar anymore, because I don't think that's productive. What I want to do is talk to Beverly. She's the county clerk, and I'm going to get the actual information on these, because I'm interested in buying some liens in Clay County. So I'm just going to sit down with her and we'll talk about how the rules work.
Here's why he wants to buy them, because this piece of shit will turn around and double the price.
No, you can't.
And
do
then
that.
you got to pay double to get your shit back.
What I want to do is sit down with Beverly, and I'll record it again and post it, and just get the rules and go through this. It has nothing to do with you, Vaughn. It's a business deal. I'm interested in buying
You're not
tax
a
liens in
fucking
Kentucky.
business.
So,
You
what's
are
gonna happen?
not a business.
Well,
the woman behind the fucking glass said that the person that buys the motherfucking taxes can double the goddamn price.
Well, the
I'm
law
not
doesn't
going to say it
agree.
again. I'm not going to say it again. The woman behind the glass, who knows more than you do, Todd,
said that they could double the price. That's why you're talking about this shit.
If I can have 30 seconds, the reason I came back is I had another little piece of information for you. The 5 listings that are on the county website about your taxes, 2 of them are gone now. The property you're living on and the little bitty one that's vacant
That
are
means somebody
off
bought
the
them.
listing.
So they paid. See, Vaughn, the God. See, I asked God of Israel to save you. Look at that. The property is saved.
No. That probably means somebody bought those liens.
Somebody bought them. Somebody bought the 2 main properties already. Holy
because they weren't
fuck.
supposed to be. That lady behind the glass told me, said you're not on the list.
Sunday morning.
Nobody should have been able to bought shit. No one should have been able to buy
worshiping
Jesus. They did.
That lady, all
lady
she
behind
wants
that
to
glass
do-
lied to my. You're talking, and they're not hearing me. So apparently the lady behind the glass has lied to my happy ass. So I'm going to go down there and find out what the fuck's going on and why somebody
Vaughn.
was able to buy my goddamn property.
Vaughn,
This shit was
Vaughn,
started by
Vaughn,
the
if you
goddamn
prove-
trolls. The goddamn trolls need to be thrown in prison for starting this shit in the first goddamn place. That's the problem. That's the fucking problem.
How did the trolls?
Vaughn, I don't want you to lose your property. If you lose all the other properties, I don't give a shit about the other properties.
They already bought the one I'm living on. They already bought it.
Fuck me. Oh,
They bought the
shit.
best one, John.
They
yeah.
already bought it.
All right,
Which
okay.
means
Like
I'm going to
60
be fucking
acres.
homeless thanks to that piece of shit right there named Todd Malacote.
Wait a minute. What
His fucking ass is the one
what
that kept pushing it and pushing it
Yeah.
and pushing it and
Todd,
pushing
you're the
it. And
ringleader.
now somebody's bought my shit.
What
We're hoping that somebody would buy my goddamn property and kick me off my fucking land. And that's what it's been about from day fucking one. You son of a bitches. You got my fucking mother and father killed. You got my wife driven insane. You got my kids taken away. You got my fucking inheritance stolen. And now you go on to get them to steal my motherfucking property.
Yeah.
You son of a bitches. And I
You're
hope to God
instigating.
somebody kills every one of you fuckers, because that's what you deserve.
Vaughn, really?
You deserve.
No,
You deserve
Todd.
death. You deserve death. I hope the death angel visits you tonight. I hope the death angel visits you tonight and kills every one of you fucks.
What have I done?
And maybe that'll end this shit once and for
Todd,
all. If
Todd.
you hadn't said anything about this
Okay,
shit,
Vaughn, hold on.
my properties would not have been touched.
What about
Todd, do me a favor. As a okay, you want to make a new leaf. You want to get back together.
No, he
make
does
a
not.
YouTube.
No, he does not. There is
Okay.
no such thing as reform. There is no such thing. That's a goddamn
Todd,
lie.
make okay. Todd,
I
this-
know people that work in corrections. There ain't no such thing as reform.
Okay.
These motherfuckers ain't going to reform.
Time out.
They're never going to change. A
Okay.
leopard cannot change its spots, goddammit.
Time
they
out.
cannot. Now I got to pay. Do you realize I got to pay $2,000 now to get my goddamn land back? $2,000 to get my
All
land
right.
back because of fucking Todd and these goddamn trolls starting this shit. Starting a
Okay,
bunch of
Vaughn.
shit. I'm going to call down there tomorrow or go down there in person. I'm going to find out what the fuck's going on and
All
why
right.
my property. That lady behind the glass promised
Listen,
me. Right?
Vaughn, stop yelling at me.
No,
Vaughn, I'm
this
not
is
your-
important. No, this is important, damn it.
Vaughn,
That
I'm not
lady
your
behind that
enemy.
glass
Vaughn, I'm not your
promised
enemy.
me that my shit was not listed and that the only people that could have bought them properties would have been a business that had already filed months in advance. That's what I was told by that woman behind the glass, which means she lied to my fucking ass.
Okay,
And I'm
Vaughn.
going to go down there and I'm going to tell her, hey, why did you lie to my face?
Larry's right, because Larry said that teacher that lives across the street from you really wants it, and he was putting in a bid on it. Now, I
Oh
don't know
my
if Larry's telling
God!
the
Well,
truth,
then you're done. He's
but you
never
could
Wait,
go
gonna
who's
ask
the
the guy.
cocksucker teacher with the put the bid in? Who?
The teacher across the
teacher that
street that
wanted
wants
the
his property
property.
bid on that
Vaughn,
tax
is there a
lien.
teacher that lives? Hold on.
Yes,
Is there a
yes.
teacher that lives across
Yes.
the street?
Yes.
They taught. He was the principal at the school where the
Right.
kids
And
went.
Larry
to.
said he bid on it.
He's the one that went into family court and lied and said I sent my kids to school
Right.
covered in urine and feces.
Will you if I was able to sell if I was able to save where you're living and maybe 2 other trailers and you end up losing one, will you settle for that? Will you be happy?
No, because I won't have enough income to live. I still
We'll
don't have enough
we'll
income to
figure
live.
it out. I mean,
It's
at
going to
least
have to take all four buildings.
Vaughn, you're
in
being
and out
okay. Now,
in order
Vaughn,
for me
okay,
to
now,
just
Vaughn, now you're being
survive,
greedy.
Just survive. Okay?
Vaughn, you're being
Well,
greedy.
every time the
Vaughn,
money
okay.
that I get is going to pay bills. I don't have anything left. That's my point. That's what I keep trying to tell you. This money that I get for rent goes to pay bills. I can't put it towards taxes. I can't put it towards anything else because I have to save money back for gasoline for my truck. I have to be able to buy groceries. I have to be able to, live. I was going to go down to the fucking post office and get my shit from the insurance company, and then fill that shit out, get my money, and pay off my $2,000. Well, I sure as fuck can't do it now, because now it's blossomed from 2,000 to 6,000. So now
Hey,
I'm free.
Vaughn.
And they bought. Notice, folks, that they bought the very property I live on, the property that's actually bringing in money. They didn't buy the empty properties. They bought the properties that had people rented on them. That was done deliberate. It was done deliberate. That wasn't a coincidence. That was done deliberate. My experience with real estate law is Ohio, and Kentucky apparently different. I guarantee you none of this shit would be able to happen in Ohio, though. No fucking way. Because as soon as somebody tries to buy that property, you're like, who the fuck are you? Why are you messing around with Von Hilden's shit? That would have been the first thing out of the people's mouths in Ohio. Especially since it's tied up in a goddamn estate through the goddamn courts. I'm going to go down there and I'm going to raise hell and find out why the fuck my shit was bought after I was told to my face that it wasn't for sale, that it wasn't on the goddamn list. It wasn't on the goddamn list, but yet somehow they bought it anyway. Yeah, somebody owes me a fucking explanation, and I hope they got a damn good one.
All right. Someone says you spent $32,000 in the estate bank account that should have went to the taxes. Is that true, Vaughn? Did you do that?
Oh, you're going to have to pay that back first before you pay the taxes.
Yeah,
you didn't
have
do
to
that,
pay
Vaughn.
back, you have to pay all the back taxes. You have to pay all the back. You have to pay all the bills. They left me thousands and thousands of dollars in arrears, and I had to take that $32,000 and pay all that off. You can't just sit there and assume everything. You have to pay back all that back shit that they owe.
That $32,000 is only allowed for taxes and stuff like that. You didn't blow all that, did you?
I didn't blow any of it. It all went towards the estate. That's what.
But like what? I'm trying.
They left me thousands of dollars in arrears, Solar. See, you don't listen to me.
They fucked on over for a fucking couple of thousand, man. A couple of million.
John, the fucking taxes are only $2,000 a year. That's all that money should have been spent on.
They left me. They didn't pay no.
Well, Yvonne had to pay the bills, man. What is he going to do?
They didn't pay no electric bills. They didn't pay no water bills.
Well, if you occupy the property, you put the electric bill in your fucking
the cable, the phone, the internet. They never paid no bills. None of the bills were paid. None of the taxes were paid.
And that added up to
thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars.
And that added up to $32,000.
Yeah. You'd be amazed how quick. We're talking about 15 years, Solar. Wake your ass up. This money in my wallet, I can't put towards taxes because it's just enough to pay my goddamn bills. I've got just enough money coming in to pay my bills, and that's it. That's all I got. Can't pay the taxes. If I could have paid the taxes, I'd have paid them months ago. I don't have enough money coming in.
Wanted to see if Vaughn wanted me to ask Beverly anything in the morning.
You're not going to call in the morning because I'm going to be there when you do.
I'm going to ask about procedures. It has nothing to do with you.
Todd,
everybody knows why you're calling, Todd. Nobody here is stupid, dumbass.
I'm calling for procedures. I just want to know for sure the procedures to buy liens.
So, Toad, I'm going to tell you one time and one time only, motherfucker. You call there tomorrow morning while I'm there because I'm going to be there with bells on, baby. I'm going to be the first motherfucker walking through that door. And when you call, I'm going to have that clerk transfer that call straight over to either county attorney's office or the police department. And then you could talk to them and explain to them why the fuck you're calling here from goddamn Oklahoma.
Number one, you don't have to be a business or an LLC or anything like that to buy liens in Kentucky, do you?
Right.
And you don't have to be a Kentucky resident or somebody your office knows before you register or anything.
Right.
Okay. Registration in your office, is there a fee associated with that just to register in Clay County?
$10 per tax bill that you want to buy.
Okay.
I guess I must have misunderstood that lady. But I could have sworn she told me that if it wasn't on that list on the 18th, they couldn't buy. Nobody could buy. But I guess I must have misunderstood her because I talked to Beverly today, and she said, no, that was a protected list, which is the opposite. If it's on the list, they can't touch it, which was the opposite. How in the hell I could get it to, I'm not that way. Okay. I'm not wired that way. I couldn't possibly gotten the exact opposite of a thing. So either the lady behind the glass didn't know what the fuck she was talking about, or or I misinterpreted. But I don't see how I could have done that. But anyway,
Now,
after
did you?
the 18th, anyone on the fucking planet could buy my shit.
Okay.
And I told her, I said, I looked her right in the face. I said, that's crazy. That needs to change. Convicted criminals and domestic terrorists buying up property, Kentucky property, that needs to fucking change. So,
Did you come up with a payment plan or anything?
well, no, they bought the properties. So, I'm screwed, blued, and tattooed. Unless I get some money, there's nothing I can do. So, and I'm not bringing in enough rent to pay the taxes and pay my bills. I'm just not. Now, I don't know who bought it. They're supposed to send me a snail mail. Let me know who they are and some kind of payment plan for them.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that I don't give a damn if the payment plan's 5 cents. There's no way I can pay. There's just no way. It's impossible. It's impossible. I can't pay my bills and pay the taxes at the same time. I can't do it. If I don't get a financial miracle, and I'm going to lose the properties. That's just the way it goes. They only purchased the properties that had rental properties on them. Why? Because they wanted to rob me of what little bit of money I've got coming in. It was done for the purpose of denying me a fucking income. Because they know without an income, I will fucking die. They know that. That's called common sense. Okay? Which puts me in what you call a hardship. Now, here's the brilliant thing about it. The people that bought my property have put me in a hardship. I don't care how many times they scream, we bought the land legally. I don't give a damn how many times they say that. They still put me in a financial hardship that is easily proven, which means I can sue the absolute fuck out of them. I don't give a damn how many times they scream, we bought the land legally. I don't care. It doesn't matter. They still put me in a financial hardship. And it was done deliberately, and it was done with malice.
By the way, I'm going to buy the other 3 on October 7th. I'll be down there on that Monday. So, unless you pay them off by then.
After me telling him that it's putting me in a financial hardship, he just said, I'm going to buy them anyway. I'm going to buy your shit. I'm going to leave you with nothing. So here's the deal, boys and girls. The second he buys my properties, I'm filing a hardship case against his ass. I can't lose, because can anybody see where I've got any other income coming in? Can you see it? And so now, like I said, once Toad buys that property, I can sue the fuck out of him for financial hardship. In fact, let's go on ahead and read it. I went to Microsoft Bing, the AI, Bing AI, debt collection violations. Under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, Fdcpa, you can sue a debt collector if they violate the act and cause you financial harm. Boom, fuckers. Boom. Let me read it again for you slow fucking YouTube trolls out there. Debt collection violations under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, Fdcpa for short. You can sue a debt collector if they violate the act and cause you financial harm. Is this going to cause me financial harm when you literally take every fucking penny I own? Yes. Yes, it is. Can I sue? Fuck yes. Will I sue? Oh, you bet your fucking ass I'm going to sue. You bet your fucking ass. Because you guys had to make a big fucking deal out of this shit. I'm going to sue the fuck out of you. And I'm going to win because I can't lose. When you take everything away from a man, you're putting that man in danger. Real danger. Loss of life danger. So yeah, I'm going to sue the fuck out of him. For millions. Whoever started this bullshit and made it public put my life in real danger. And I'm going to sue the dog shit out of him. Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. If I got to go all the way to the goddamn Supreme Court to do it, I guarantee I will. So, see, there's always a silver lining to this shit. Okay. When one door closes, another door opens. Haven't you trolls ever heard that line before? When one door closes, another one opens. You ain't never heard that? So when you kick me off my property, I just go to the court and get 1015 back, and I live back in my house that I lived in years ago. Oh, wasn't expecting that shit, was you trolls? Fuck you, you bastards. I hope the death angel visits every goddamn one of you tonight. I hope he does. So there's always a contingency plan. There's always a backup plan. The gods always have a backup plan. Hadn't thought about that, though, had you, trolls? Yeah, well, surprise, motherfuckers. So, yeah, go on ahead and kick me off this property. I'll just go get 1015 back. You dumb motherfuckers. You're a bunch of dumbasses. You really are. You really are dumbasses. But see, because the trolls put it all over the fucking internet, now I don't know who the fuck's bought my property. And what's Clay County going to do if they decide not to send me a snail mail letter? I went out to the mailbox today. There's no letter out there. There's no letter out there. What if they don't send me a fucking letter? Is Clay County going to go after them? No.
Well, I think it
No.
might take like 2 to 3 weeks to send out a letter. or
Yeah,
something. I
don't take no. Fuck no. It takes 2 days. It takes 2 fucking days to send the letter.
If
He
they
has
fail to
50
notify
days
you.
to send the letter. I don't give a fuck if he's got 1,000 days to send the letter. You're supposed to send it in a, quote, timely manner. Okay, a timely manner is not waiting 2 months to send a fucking snail mail letter. And this fucker that bought my property, he's going to hold on to the liens. Just like Toad here in the outside chat's going to hold on to the liens. He don't have to send me a notice for repayment. He don't have to. What do you think Toad is going to do? What do you think this other fucker is going to do that bought the property? They just don't have to pay. They just don't send me a snail mail with the payments. That's all. They just hold on to them indefinitely. Is Clay County going to go after Toad for not sending me a payment plan? No. And if Toad lies on the outside chat and says he's going to send me a payment plan, he's a fucking liar because he's going to hold on to them liens. That's exactly what he's going to do. He's not going to send me no payment plan. He's a fucking liar. I went to Bing's AI Copilot and I said, if you don't make payments on a tax lien, and this is what Copilot said. It said, if you don't make the payments on a tax lien, several consequences can follow. Increased debt, interest and penalties will continue to accrue on your unpaid tax debt. Credit impact, a tax lien can negatively affect your credit score, making it harder to obtain loans or credit.
Well, you're already fucked on that end, so.
Number 3, property seizure. The IRS or local taxing authority can levy, seize, and sell your property to satisfy that debt at any time. Number 4, difficulty selling or borrowing. A lien can make it difficult for me to sell my property. Okay, duh. Number 5, foreclosure. In some cases, the taxing authority might foreclose on your property. Again, at any time. You don't see any specific dates on this shit, do you? No. You know why? Because there is no dates. If somebody goes whining and crying to Clay County, you need to get that away from him. They'll fucking do it. I mean, there it is in black and white. Property seizure. The IRS or local taxing authority can levy, seize, and sell your property to satisfy that debt. Yes, they fucking can, Toad. And they can do it anytime they want. You don't see no limit on there, do you? There's no dates or time limit on there. They can do it whenever they fucking want. They say, okay, well, you owe us X amount of dollars. We're taking your fucking property. And all you got to do is, like I said, all you got to do is call up an attorney or a judge and get them on the right day at the right time, and they'll fucking take my shit tomorrow. They'll take it tomorrow. There's not a damn thing I can do about it either. They can set, according to this, they can sell my property right out from underneath me. There's not a damn thing I can do about it. All you got to do is hold on to the lien. When Copilot says the IRS or the local taxing authority can seize your property, that's exactly what it fucking means. And you notice there's no dates on here. There's no time on here. There's no limitation on here. They can do it at any time. If they don't like the color of my fucking hair, they can do it. There's not a damn thing I can do about it, especially if it's this guy over here who's the principal of a school. He'll just go into court as principal of a school and say, hey, I'm a principal. I've been in the community. I'm known. I'm widely known. Foreclose on that property so I can go on ahead and take it and put my kids in it. And the judge would do it.
He would do it right now. He'd
It
do it in a
sounds
New
like
York
it.
minute. Clay County's going to have to get a lawsuit, especially if these fuckers fuck me over and get them to either foreclose on me or seize my property. They do that shit. It's on like Donkey Kong.
Would the land purchaser let you live there for some rent?
If this guy bought it across the street, he's already told me what he's going to do with it. He's going to put one of his sons in the single wide and one of his sons in the double wide.
Well, you gotta have some sort of backup plan, just in case, worst case scenario.
Nope. No, I don't. Hell, what happens if the renters find out there is liens on your properties and not pay you? You don't understand. When they foreclose, the renters are out too. Not just me, dumbasses. The renters get kicked out too. Everybody's out on the street because of you fucking trolls. Everybody, the renters and me, we're all out on the street. And I'll tell you something. Some of these renters, they really don't give a fuck. They'll be knocking on your goddamn door if they can figure out how to get to you. Because some of them don't give a fuck. All right, I'm just going to throw that out there. So, if we read in the paper where your fucking ass is laying in the street dead, I ain't going to shed one fucking tear. Because when these renters get kicked out on the street because of something you fucking YouTube trolls did, because I'm going to make, you bet your ass, I'm going to be telling these renters who did this shit. I'm going to be telling them, motherfuckers. So they're going to know. They're going to fucking know who got them kicked out on the street with nowhere to go. They're going to know it. So you trolls just keep laughing and keep cutting up thinking you got this. Because I'm telling you, some of these renters down here don't give a flying fuck. They'll get in their vehicle and they'll be pounding on your motherfucking door without a sheriff. Without a sheriff. Now, at least if I pound on your door, I've got a sheriff behind me. But some of these motherfuckers, they don't give a shit. They'll pound on your door without a sheriff. Are you okay with that, trolls? Because you better be. These renters come pounding on your fucking door, drag you out in the street bodily, and beat the fuck out of you, hopefully on camera, so that I can post it all over the net. Donate, y'all, donate. Unless you want me to disappear, because that's exactly what's going to happen. Folks, these trolls buy my liens supposedly on Monday. Supposedly on Monday. They're going to be buying my liens to my properties. Not even kidding. One of my haters got online and bragged about how Monday morning he was going to be down here in Kentucky buying my liens. Todd is coming up on the 7th. Are you going to take him to Golden Corral? Are you fucking high?
Oh yeah, Todd said on my show, Vaughn.
Todd's coming up October the 7th.
Todd told me on my show the other day that he's going to make a round. He's going to go through Tennessee to Kentucky and all these different states buying up property. That's what he said to me.
Well, then he's got the $2,200 to have paid my taxes and let me pay him
He
back.
could have been a good guy. He could have been a good guy.
He could have been a good guy. Let me borrow the money, and then I paid him back $50 a month until I paid him back.
I don't know why.
And
I don't know
but
why
instead he had to
such
be a
cunt like that.
dickwad. Think I'm kidding? No, I'm being dead serious. Well, Vaughn, how much do you need? Well, to keep him from buying the liens, I need about $2,000. To buy it all back, I need about $4,000 or $5,000. That's just reality, man. But anyways, if I disappear, I disappear. And it'll be because nobody donated. Nobody on Nexus donated. Nobody here on Odyssey donated. Nobody donates. Nobody fucking donates. And then I just, I go poof.
Look what I got, folks.
Vaughn, I feel sorry for you, buddy.
Here it comes, Vaughn. You owe me $2,000. It's official now. About $2,000 anyway.
Close to it.
1,700.
Yeah, well.
Divided for.
Yeah, well, you make sure you make your money off it too. So
I will do that. Took forever. Hey, everybody. I'm on the Larry Show. Here we are together. Scooch that camera over so you see us together. Hey,
there we are,
Here we
people.
are in Manchester, Kentucky.
Manchester, Kentucky. Say hi to Todd.
Yo, everybody.
Yeah, they're blowing it up. Everyone's yelling hi, Todd.
Official. Here's the one on, let's see, 851 Crane Creek Road.
851 would be his.
There's another 851. They're both that's the 1 acre with the mobile home. And then we got one on, well, they all say 851 Crane Creek Road. I don't know. That must be her main address or something. I got 3 liens here.
from the great Commonwealth of Kentucky.
Yep, he got 3 liens out of there.
Yes, sir. Good.
Cisco,
I don't
Big
care.
Larry, Big Larry wants to know if you really believe the shit old Stinky tells you. Well, he sure as fuck does now, because now I'm in a hardship. That was these rental properties are the only fucking income I have, dumbasses. Todd doesn't realize it, but Todd is going to get a fucking lawsuit. Because all I got to do now is go to Clay County and get his fucking personal information, which he signed on the dotted line, and I can sue his fucking ass for hardship. How many times I told you this numerous times? You can't take the very last thing a man owns, because then he can go into court and sue you. And let's be clear, my property is tied up in an estate through a court of law. The fact that Clay County put my liens out there for public consumption was a big no-no in real estate. Ask any real estate agent. Call a fucking real estate agent right now and say, hey, is tax liens that are tied up in an estate, can they just be put out there willy-nilly? The real estate agent will say, fuck no, they can't. You got to go to a court, and you got to get what's called a tax estate lien. And then when you get that lien, it covers all the properties at once, not just one. But my properties are tied up through an estate, through the district court of Clay County. They're not supposed to be out there for sale. So Clay County fucked up, Todd fucked up, and whoever bought my first 2 properties fucked up. And you're all going to get hardship cases filed on you, every one of you. And I don't need a lawyer to file it either, by the way. I don't need an attorney. I can file it myself. Hey, if somebody takes your shit, you can sue their ass. And that's exactly what I intend to do. You took the last thing I have. You took the only source of income I have. That's a financial hardship. I can't believe fucking Todd Malicote is that goddamn stupid. He didn't fucking call a lawyer. He didn't fucking talk to somebody and say, hey, man, if I steal the last thing the man's got and put him in a hardship, can he sue me? They'll say, fuck yes, he can. What the trolls do to me on the internet is called domestic terrorism. That's exactly what it is. You've terrorized my family. Now you're just terrorizing me because I'm the only one left alive. And so you're terrorizing me. That is domestic terrorism. He should have never been allowed to purchase nothing. And I'm going to bring that up to Beverly when I go see her. He should have never been allowed. He's one of my haters on the internet. He should have never been allowed. He's a domestic terrorist. He should have never been allowed to touch my shit. At all. Todd thinks he's made out of fucking Teflon and that he can't be touched. Well, I'm sorry, Todd. You can and you will, because as soon as I get done with this live show, I'm calling the feds, and I'm filing a financial hardship on you, motherfucker. Because anybody with a functioning brain knows that you did this to hold them liens against me as a financial hardship and as a means of terror. I don't think any federal judge would say otherwise. So you're in trouble, Todd. You don't realize it, but you're in deep shit, bro. Todd actually could be permanently charged with harassing a vulnerable adult. Exactly. In fact, let me tell you a little secret, trolls. I'm a fucking elder. I am an elder. I'm over 60 years old. Guess what that is in the state of Kentucky? It's an automatic felony. Oh, the Bon, you're lying. Okay, Google it, trolls. Let your fingers do the Googling. I am an elder. I'm over 60 years old. If you fucking do anything to an elderly person in Kentucky, it's an automatic felony. Google it. Google it right now, fucking trolls. Do it. The Frosts thought they had me, man, and they did. They had me up against the ropes. I'm going to throw him out and take that property away from him and give it to good old James Arnold Frost. Well, we found out different, didn't we? Because then that suddenly they found the real will, not the fake one that James Arnold Frost had. And then suddenly, I'm not only the executor, but I'm also the administrator and the owner. And that all hit the Frost right smack dab in the face now, didn't it? So that's probably what the gods are doing. They're going to lure you guys in, let you believe you've won, and then bam, they're going to nail you. Just like they did to Frost in district court. And then now I sue Todd for hardship. I sue whoever took the other liens. If it's Thumper over here, whoever it is, I sue them for hardship and I win. I can't lose because any moron can see that these properties is the only thing I have left. And it's not legal to take a man down to zero. It's not.
No way. No way in hell.